Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy.
Woo. We're adults.
Yep.
No, we're not.
We're all grown-ups here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Guys and
Thank you.
fingers,
Thank you.
man. Who called you an adult? Nobody.
That's just rude. That's an insult to adults.
Yeah, dude. You know, it's like one day you're at the fucking 7-Eleven, and someone asks you a question, and you're like thinking, why didn't someone ask an adult? And you realize, oh fuck, is this what it's like?
I'm the adult that is being asked
You're the adult
thing.
in the room. Shit. Fuck.
See,
Yeah.
now
No!
The awkward moment when you're
then-
the adult in the room.
And that's when you realize not a single fucking person on this planet has anything figured out, and we all have the same experience of, wait, I'm the adult? No!
I know.
Everybody.
I know.
Every senator, every awful
I
person
just wish.
ever had that
I
feeling.
just wish I could still go to Sev and get Sev burgers. $1 Sev burgers, man. $1. Just this
It wouldn't be a dollar
sad,
anymore, you know that, right?
sad burger
$2.
with like
So cheap.
grill lines drawn
Sad
onto the patty.
Dude,
And-
a good chunk of fast food burgers have the grill lines fakely added on.
They do, yeah. It's like with Sharpie.
I don't even give a shit.
With Sharpie.
I don't
With
care
edible
either.
Sharpie. There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
pretend this is the most
It-
delicious charred
it tastes
grilled.
fucking good.
Oh, I'm being eaten by a shark. Ah, I'm being eaten by a
It
shark.
tastes good. It's
Nom,
awful
nom.
for you, but it also tastes really good.
It does.
So, like,
Well,
fuck
that's
it.
how fast food gets you. Is it tastes
That's
really
why you don't
good.
have it every day.
I know.
You shouldn't have it
I
every day.
know. It was great. My friends and I would get super big gulps, and then we'd get like a stack of Sev burgers, and I'd get a big box of Old Dutch ketchup chips, and we were set for that night. You know, it was.
Oh,
it was
dude,
awesome.
what me and my friends used to do, high school would get out. I'd have my $40 for, like, you know, doing yard work and all sorts of other shit, right? Shit around the neighborhood. Sold some fucking
You'd
comics,
shit around the
whatever.
neighborhood.
Yeah. I'll shit on your shit if you don't give me money. There you
That's
go.
right.
Thanks. Anyway, and we would go to Del Taco because they had the five soft tacos for $5, and you can buy them in big fucking crates of them. We'd buy like 40 fucking soft tacos each,
Nice.
and I would get a jumbo drink cup full of French fries,
Mm-hmm.
pour hot sauce in that sumbitch.
Oh,
And I would eat that for 3 days as we stopped and didn't sleep for 3 days. We did this
Wow.
once or twice a month where we stayed up on Friday, Saturday, went home on Sunday at like
It's
noon
like
and
the
went to
full
sleep. And
weekend. Yeah.
Woke up in time to go to school on Monday, barely.
It was.
Still like a fucking zombie.
It was very similar with my friends and I. I mean, often we would stay up for ungodly amounts of time, and often there would be heavy alcohol involved as well.
We didn't
And we
drink
would
because we were too young.
we would
Yeah.
drink and play, Super Mario 3 all weekend. But
We were square.
but
We
it
were
was
nerds.
great. But even if we weren't drinking, we'd still like stay up till the birds start chirping, and we'd be just like, fuck. Well, guess we should go to bed or something.
Hell no. Oh, it's 6 a.m. Throw an anime on and we're going to fucking fall asleep to the Fist of the North Star. That's what we
Yeah.
usually did.
Oh yeah, we
That's
do.
it.
We
We
would
would
do.
role play
Yeah.
for like 7 straight hours.
Oh yeah, we would do something
And we'd
similar.
go to a movie.
Yeah.
We'd go to a movie. We'd go to the Del Taco. We'd go to the game store, pick a bunch of Magic packs up so we can draft throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
And someone would always buy me Magic cards because I was always fucking poor
Yeah.
at that point because I spent it all on food in the movie.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah, so I mean, what we would often we'd rent like a game system for the weekend, but then also I was a collector then too, so I didn't have like this level of collection, but I had a fair number of VHS, and I was starting to collect Laserdiscs, so I'd put on like a video of Thundercats, like the first 4 episodes or something, or G.I. Joe, like one of the 5-part miniseries. Or Ghostbusters, because I had the VHS of Ghostbusters. We used to watch that over and over again. And, so we just put something on that was familiar, that we didn't have to pay too much attention to, and we just kind of, shoot the shit while that was on. And
so I was saying we should return to that
good.
at some point with the drinking
The
and the
drinking-
watching something familiar while fucking talking and
Drinking
not
and-
paying attention.
that'd be wonderful. Yeah, that would be great. Oh, well,
do it live.
actually, with Twitch, they're starting to introduce watch parties. So,
for Amazon Prime content.
For
but
Amazon
whatever.
Prime content, I keep thinking like, oh, it'd be great to do a watch party with this thing, and I look on Amazon Prime, it's not on Amazon Prime. Like, fuck.
I don't have Amazon Prime
Yeah.
either anymore.
So, yeah. So anyway. So
But here's the
that's-
thing: we can just go to Just Chatting and just do our thing.
Well,
like we
yeah.
always did.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
do that. That's true.
And now
But-
you actually have the viewership, so
Yeah.
Hi viewership, we love you guys.
Hi, viewership. Thank you for being on the viewing ship.
Here's my one time I'm going to shill to you.
I'm-
Please go follow me. I also
Just
stream.
I'm-
I
Do
streamed
it!
for several hours
Make
today
your
earlier.
dreams come true!
Thank you, Jail, for yelling at us obnoxiously
As
for
my
the
one shill.
100 bits. Thank you.
I don't show my channel very often on this channel, but there you go. I shilled it.
Yes, well, Skinslip. Well, and I shill you guys on
Other-
this channel too. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Other people
Stoudman,
shill me, but I don't shill myself.
who streams all the time. Garbage Gamer, who streams occasionally, and Skinslip,
does
who
stream, though.
streams second only to me, basically, because
I am
Skinslip
starting to
isn't
get back into streaming. I'm in the
Skinslip
upswing
isn't
of the manic
quite as
creative
insane as
period.
I am with the streaming. So
Well, I'm on an upswing in the creative period, so I'm hoping that I can get some momentum going. And once I get
Yeah.
some momentum, I can sit here depressed and just chatting for 5 viewers while they try to cheer me up.
there you go. Works. Well, I stopped by your movie marathon the other day. Skinslip does movie
You did?
marathons every week.
Once a month,
with
actually.
your friend.
We're at once a month right now.
Oh, it's once a month, so it's been reduced.
I
a little
promote
bit.
it at least
but-
2 weeks in advance.
okay,
I promote it
yeah.
on the...
So
You can go to my Patreon and follow the free part. I promote it to the free...
yeah, so I swung by the movie marathon just because they were watching a movie that I'm familiar with, and I was waiting to see when they were
George?
going to watch it because I wanted to see their reactions. And it's funny, I wasn't even watching the movie; I was just watching your guys' reactions. And just from
my
what you
God.
were saying and what your reactions were, I knew exactly what was happening at that point in the movie.
so good!
Because I just saw. We'll talk about it a little later when we talk about our movies for the week. But it's a movie that I just saw for the first time myself about 2 weeks ago, so it's still
On
very
my
fresh.
suggestion, oddly enough.
Still very fresh
Recently.
in my mind. And
He's heard about it before, but...
yeah, so it was fun for me to see the reactions because I knew there were certain things in it that they were gonna like just lose their shit over, and sure enough they did, and I
once
was so
into a
happy.
If I'm really into a character and they do something I don't like, I'm like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop! I'm like yelling at the screen. This is how I watch movies,
Mhm.
which is why I don't go to these kind of movies in theaters generally. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't help
Contain
myself.
yourself.
I'll go to a sci-fi movie and it's fine, but like some movies, like I know I'm gonna watch that when it comes home.
Yeah.
Especially horror movies. I'll be like, don't go to the fucking room,
Oh
you
yeah,
idiot!
everyone's screaming at the screen.
God damn it.
Classic way to watch horror movies. By the way, speaking of streams, there is going to be a marathon on Monday. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of games. We had a pretty fun one last week. Not too many people were around. I think it's partly my fault, though. I started later and it was on a different day. This week it's going to be on Monday at the regular time, so around 3 p.m. Pacific. So be sure to stop by. I'm going to be playing a whole bunch of games. Going to play some Fortnite. Going to play some more Fallout 3. Probably going to do some more Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Last week we played a bit of Euro Truck Simulator 2, which was freaking hilarious and ridiculous.
I love how here's my favorite part. I gotta
Yeah.
interrupt one thing.
Yeah.
Here's the evolution of Sean. Oh, I'm just gonna park. It'll be fine. Takes 45 minutes to park. Next thing. Okay. Oh, wait, there's the easy way to park. I'll take the easy way to park. 15 and a half minutes to park.
Yeah.
The easy way.
Yeah.
Gets a third time. Enter. Parks it. Moves on.
Yeah.
to the next thing.
It's like,
He just
fuck.
gives up on the parking for the third
Like,
time.
just
Was it?
fuck parking.
That's great.
I thought it
I
would
laughed
be.
harder when you hit enter to skip parking than
Yeah.
even when you were struggling.
It's like,
Like,
nope.
yes, he gave in.
Because everybody does at some point in that game.
Yeah.
Once
Well,
in
the
a while.
hardcores don't.
Once in a while, you.
Those people
Yeah, I
Not
know,
us.
but no, we're definitely
they
not.
have steering wheels and joysticks.
Oh yeah, well see that's different. You actually get force feedback and stuff, and it definitely makes a
Yeah.
difference. But
Yeah.
I used to play Gran Turismo 4 like that. I have the steering wheels for the PS2, and it makes a huge difference. Like you really feel the road and everything. It's really impressive.
It's just something
But,
about bombing down the road at 200 miles an hour in a fucking beefed up Skyline, slamming the brakes at the literal last second, swinging the wheel so you're in, and you can't do this on the controller. Oh, the whole car goes out of control, and you literally slam the wheel back, and then you're fighting it through the corner like this with the wheel, and then you let go of the gas for a split second, slamming the gas. The internal computer of the CPU of the car just goes right, and you just
Nice.
It's fucking insanity.
Oh, sweet. Legally Blind Gamer says that Farming Simulator 19 is going to be free on the Epic Store starting in February. Nice. I will
We can all
definitely.
putz around in that.
I'll definitely. Well, I'll have to grab that. Yeah. I've been trying
I think it's multiplayer, right?
I've been-
Because Larry's
It
the
is
one around the same.
multiplayer, yeah.
Oh
Yes!
my god,
Oh, God,
multiplayer
we gotta
farming
do it.
simulator.
Yes!
Yes.
We gotta do a farm.
We definitely have to do that. That'd be so much fun. But yeah, I've been ever since getting well, basically since putting Fortnite on one of the PCs, I put the Epic launcher on both computers. So one's my account, one's Rosie's account. And anytime I see free games up there, I grab them for both of us so she has the same ones I do. And yeah, it's great. They actually put up some pretty good games for free there. I know. I don't know why that's a fail, but okay. Thank you, JL. Anyway,
That's just what you get.
just general failure at life. So the I lost my thought now. I'm just gonna have some coffee. So.
You're welcome. So anyways, what I was talking about was some things and stuff, and what
Yeah.
happens is then, yeah.
Wow, that was an excellent dramatization of my thought process. Very accurate. So anyway, come to the marathon on Monday. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Hoping to have a big one this week. It really all depends on the viewer turnout, but yeah, should be fun. Got a lot of games lined up for it, and we'll enjoy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of games, in Fortnite, actually. Fortnite got an announcement this week. We finally know when Season 2 of Chapter 2 is coming, and that will be February 20th.
Well,
So,
I'm racing that for my game.
oh,
news.
sorry. I figured since I'm the guy who always plays it, I might as well drop that one at least. So,
Okay, it's gone.
yeah. So, no idea what changes it's going to entail. We do know that they're changing some of the game engine. They're switching over to the Unreal, Chaos X engine or something like that. It's like a physics engine that they're adding into it. So, it'll be interesting to see how that affects things. I'm kind of curious how that's going to affect building in particular. Like, is it now going to be like where the buildings have to be actually properly structurally sound because of realistic physics? Because that would add an interesting element into it. But very frustrating for the sweaties, I'm sure. But we'll see how it goes. I don't think that's going to...
You're just
change.
jealous of the sweaties.
I'm just...
That's why you call them
No.
sweaties.
No. I can build
Since we're
stuff.
talking video games, might as well just get the video game news out of the way.
Sure. Let's do the video game news. Video game news
we're all
with Garbage Gamer.
Woo!
I see you got Major Havoc running in the background there. That's a fun
Major
one.
Havoc.
Major Havoc. Yeah, it's kind of. When we were talking earlier, you had Tempest on there. I know Major Havoc is kind of similar graphically to Tempest
Yeah, they all came around the same
with the vector graphics.
era. It's a vector base.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's got both, where you're flying and shooting, and then you have to run around. Yeah, I played that one a little bit on one of my Atari collections.
Yeah, it
It's
plays
good
a
one.
lot, like I said, a little bit of like Space Invaders mixed with Lunar Lander, because you actually have to land the ship on
Right.
the platform.
Right.
And then it's a little side-scrolling platformer.
The side-scrolling platform part, I remember being really hard.
It is, yeah, because it has like a weird jump arc, like an infinite jump.
Yeah.
So it is, yeah,
And
it's
you
definitely fun.
Oh yeah. No, it's. Well,
I like turtles.
and pretty innovative for the time too, having like sort of the mix and match of gameplay styles in it too, because most games just kind of picked one and stuck with that. But
Oh yeah, and this was
Okay.
also one of the ones that had
yeah.
when it was
Never played it.
transitioning between like loading the next level.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those ones that had a tiny little box in the corner. You
Okay.
could play like a mini like villain version of like Space Invaders at the very bottom.
Oh really? Like as it's loading?
Yeah, as it's loading, you can play Space Invaders real quick.
That's cool.
Game with
Yeah, I thought it was
load
pretty
screen that
cool.
lasts more than a minute should have a fucking mini game of some sort. A
Yes.
cute
Um,
little pastime game.
But yeah, Stout would like this actually. back in the cards again is still a rumor, but it's picking up pace. That there might be a remake of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh yes, I heard about that. Something rumors.
I'll believe it when I see it.
No.
There was a rumor that started back in 2016. Nothing ever came of it, but now they're finding HD, like how they found HD remastered content for Time Splitters 2 inside of what game was that? I just read about it earlier today. And that's actually how I found this one. Well, the same thing happened, I think, with another. I think it was in the Old Republic.
Mm-hmm.
So it might just be an HD texture pack, but it might actually be a full redo.
Yeah, they're saying that they've already done a lot of the work of doing an HD remaster
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
of it, so that they might just. And plus, also, there's a new a rights acquisition.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, they might want to do something with that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So.
And I will
Interesting.
say is, like, the main thing I want. It doesn't even have to be a big remaster. Just make the game playable and functioning on modern systems.
Is there some
I'm not
issues
saying it's impossible to.
with
It's not impossible to play. It's just
Pain in
difficult
the
to
ass.
get it to work.
Uh-huh.
That's why I've never played. I've always wanted to play them, but I missed the boat on when they were compatible
Yeah.
with the system.
Like I said, the latest rumor indicates that the new Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic project is underway at EA, and it looks to integrate elements from the first two games in order to bring certain things to the Star Wars canon.
Didn't EA lose the rights to Star Wars games though?
Oh, okay. I thought they did.
Lost-
I thought it was
Yeah.
going to Disney. Like they were going to
No,
do it
I think
in-house.
there's a few things that they held on to, or they were
Okay.
able to hold on to.
Well, because I know Fallen Order was one. Like I was like, because I remember we
Maybe
heard the
the-
news like a
Maybe
year
the
ago.
project that they started before
Yeah.
and that they're allowed to finish.
But
or
it's
whatever.
hold on. We heard the news like a year ago, and then Jedi Fallen Order got announced like 2 months later, and it's like, didn't they just lose the license? What the hell? Like,
Yeah, they were allowed
But-
to finish the games they had started.
yeah,
I think, and so
Yeah,
maybe
that's
that's why
probably what it
they're
is.
able to do that still.
yeah.
I was just thinking about that.
So, and then any future ones will be in-house, I guess, with Disney Interactive or whatever they're calling themselves these days.
Well, Disney wants to relaunch LucasArts as like a player again and making games.
Yeah,
Yeah, LucasArts
It's
is
a good call.
yeah.
kind of slowly coming back.
That was a brand I always liked because I found they were generally very consistent in quality, and
Yeah,
you always knew you were in for a treat when you
'Cause
saw
they were-
LucasArts' name on something.
like I said,
Correct.
yeah, they had the rights to do what they wanted with the Star Wars franchise and the
Mhm.
license, and the same thing with Indiana Jones and all those other ones.
Mm-hmm.
But they had the freedom to work independently as a game development company, not as
Yeah,
a subsidiary that's connected to another large brand.
yeah,
So yeah, that's where the quality came from, is because they
Mhm.
weren't hindered by
No.
for people who don't work in the
Creative
game
freedom.
industry telling them what to do. Creative freedom.
yeah. Exactly.
Um,
Makes a big difference.
so-
If you look, I mean, you just look at the list
I
of
don't think
old
1313 is happening, Michael. I think it's
No, 1313 is
Dead,
dead.
dead.
Just get over it.
a shame. I
So
wanted to.
Yeah.
the well, that's such old news by now.
And
Anyway,
PT, I wanted that too, but that's dead.
yeah, it's like games die sometimes. You just need to get on with your life.
Art doesn't get made sometimes. It's a
But
shame.
Listen,
I was gonna
at
say-
least we're getting Animal Crossing. Just, it's okay.
well, I know that's. I mean, and mobile players will be happy about that mobile game getting a new version. So that's good for that.
And
It's
console
not a
games.
mobile game.
That little game that people enjoy playing on the bus. I know.
Do I need to remind you of what I said many moons ago?
Anyway, I was going to.
Animal Crossing.
Fuck you! I fucking
posted
love
a-
Animal Crossing.
Speaking of Animal Crossing, one of my favorite tweets this week was that I wrote was, I can't wait to get my GameCube hooked up and get back into Animal Crossing so I can rob all the shit from my ex-wife's house. 'Cause
Yeah.
She had her own house in Animal Crossing.
Oh, nice. There you
and
go.
so I'm gonna steal all her rare shit because it's mine now.
Well, she's never gonna play that again.
I copied and saved file. She has a copy of it.
Oh, well, there you go. So she probably raided your house for all the
Oh yeah.
crap you had. I was going to say, regarding LucasArts, if you just pull up a list of, like, all of the old games that LucasArts put out over the years, it's just, like, quality game, quality game, quality game. Like, they rarely put out a stinker.
Very few duds.
Very few. I mean, there's always a few. I mean, there is a few in there, but the vast majority of them
Take
are great.
you winged spawn of Satan!
Very few game companies can hit that 100, you know?
Yes, I'm guessing that's for Skinslip rating the ex-wife's house there. Yeah, perfect. Take that, you winged spawn of Satan.
I don't want to insult her. She's not a bad person.
It's a joke.
I know it's a joke, but I want to put that because I don't want anyone to take it wrong.
That's fine.
I don't hate my ex-wife.
I know.
Day of the Tenth.
Feeling her
Anyway.
tick 'cause I moved on.
It's fine. It's just a joke.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay.
Pretty much
Anyway.
next to Sierra Online, LucasArts. Sierra Online and LucasArts were the two
Oh, yeah.
driving factors of the point-and-click adventure
Oh,
genre
God, yeah.
throughout
Big
the
time.
80s, 90s.
Yeah.
The made players.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's other companies, but like you mentioned point-and-click adventure games, and there's like a 98% chance that someone's going to mention either a Sierra Online game or a LucasArts title.
Yeah. they were definitely the kings of that.
Telltale Games, the closest thing we had to like a similar company with
Yeah.
both quality and type of game.
And Telltale is back under new management. So, very
Hopefully
happy.
they stay back.
Telltale
Yeah.
was
I'm glad their death was very short-lived.
Yes.
Yes, I'm glad people have jobs again.
Yeah.
Yay!
So actually, speaking of deaths and short-lived, something like that for dying a lot,
Mhm.
Neo 2 got a story trailer.
Okay.
Oh.
Very nice.
Which, if people who don't know what Neo is, it's Asian Dark Souls.
Essentially, it's like Dark Souls Supernatural Samurai Edition.
Yeah.
I've played some of it on the PS4. It is
Hero?
hard as balls, but quite fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was just really hard.
Yeah, this is
An
a
original
continuation
Sekiro?
story
Different?
based off the first one, and yeah, looks good.
What's
like
the
Neo.
game with the? Oh, what game was the game that had like his quote-unquote historical accuracy, but also giant crabs?
Oh.
What game was that?
I know the one you're
Oh.
talking about. I can't remember what it was
Yeah.
though.
Because that wasn't a bad
Attack
game, right? That was just they
Attack
got
is weak spot for massive damage.
Genji? Was it
Was it
Genji?
Genji with the samurai?
Oh, it might have
Yeah.
been Genji. Yeah.
Yeah. It
Was
wasn't
it
like a
Day-
bad game, right? It just got
the
mocked
sequel,
because of
Day of
that,
the Blade,
that
wasn't
thing,
it?
right?
I
It
think
just
so.
di-
I
it
think
just
it
died
was.
in-
Yeah.
It died in a rival because of internet mockery, right?
I think it.
think so?
No. It was the sequel. It was the PS3 one because there was a PS2 one, which I
Yeah.
believe I
Yeah.
played. And then
Genji,
there was
Day
a
of the Blade.
PS3
That's what it
sequel,
was.
which
Okay.
I have not played.
Yeah, because literally in the same, I think almost in the same sentence at an E3 presentation, it talked about how you were going to relive realistic historical battles based off of mythology and all this different stuff. And they mentioned giant enemy crabs
Yes.
and hit their weak point for massive damage.
Just like in history class, kids. Remember? Yeah.
But the last bit of gaming news, Sean already mentioned one of them.
Yes.
Apparently, up until the release of the VR game Half-Life Alyx on Steam, all Half-Life games are free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that
I
is
think I have
Half-Life.
them all now.
This includes the original Half-Life, Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2, Opposing Force, Blue Shift, and Team Fortress Classic.
Okay, I think there's a few there I don't have. I'll have to grab the ones I don't have.
Get them while you can.
Yeah.
So up until the release,
No
like
game
several
defeat,
months
no
from now, you have a
sale.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't already have all the Half-Life games, which is I think is somewhat of a requirement if you have a Steam account.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
I mean, honestly, it was like 80% of people who had a Steam account was the reason why they got Steam.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because when
You lived in the
Half-Life,
suburbs, they sent it to you in the mail with samples of time.
if I remember correctly, I think it was Half-Life 2 was the first game that required Steam
Mm-hmm.
for it to run, which is how I got an account
Oh,
back when
okay.
Half-Life 2 came out.
Yep.
Back in like 2003.
It doesn't look like they're free yet.
They're
But,
not. I don't think they're free
No.
officially. I mean, I thought.
Next month, I think.
When does it start? I don't even. I didn't even really look into this.
Sometime next month, I thought.
Oh, play Half-Life. Play for free ends in 2 months. But you won't own it.
Aha.
So that's what it is.
That's still cool though.
So it's like
So you
play
can play for
Half-Life, there's a play game button, play for free. Or buy Half-Life, add to cart, $11.49 Canadian. So.
No one should be paying that much for fucking.
Or you could
Well, it's
wait
so
until
old now,
one of the Steam sales where they just default put all the Half-Life collection, Orange Box collection, on sale for like $1.50.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what? Don't even buy it until it's Steam sale.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I'll just wait on that. But Heavenly Sword, yeah, I got Heavenly Sword. I never got around to playing it. I always meant to, because that's another Ninja Theory game, and another one that Andy Serkis was involved with. Actually, he helped with all the mocap and that, and then he did Enslaved. They did Enslaved a couple years later, which was wonderful.
I said you actually did, if I remember correctly, you had a pretty big heavy hand in promotion for that game.
For Enslaved? Oh my God! Oh,
Yeah.
What is in my bowels? Well, yeah, I got. I don't think I ever did a playthrough or anything, but I talked about it a lot in videos and stuff. They actually Ninja Theory approached me and asked me if I wanted a free review copy and stuff like that. So they sent me the review copy, and there was a mini comic, and they sent me the soundtrack and just all this stuff. And then, I did a bunch of promotion for it, just basically on my videos and stuff. But sadly, I never got around to doing. I did play it, but I didn't actually do. I can't remember if I did a partial playthrough or what, but there was an embargo for a while where they didn't want you to play past a certain point, so I was going to wait until after that and then do a full playthrough, and then I never did. I played it myself, and I loved it, and I talked about how wonderful it is for literally years, but I think it was around the time when my gaming videos were a little bit more in the spotlight, so I had a little bit more attention. So they contacted me, and because I guess I was considered an influencer at the time.
That, or you were probably one of the maybe 3 YouTubers that were talking about the Enslaved game.
Yeah, it could be. It might have been. Yeah,
that game was not popular at all.
I know, it was a real shame too, because I thought it was excellent.
Because it was weird. Because
I really enjoyed it.
If you go back and look at the reviews, the actual IGN reviews, it got positive reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was constantly in the 70s
did.
and 80s for most of the reviews, saying that it's an excellent game, go get it.
And
just no one played it. No one did videos on it. No one.
We talk all the time about how great the mocap and character animations and stuff are in Ninja Theory games. That was one of the things that really struck me about Enslaved. Was at the time, it was one of the best I'd ever seen for the character animations and the mocap and stuff. Right from even those early games, that was something they've always really focused on and really pushed the technology with. I was just really impressed by how expressive the characters were in terms of their body language and their facial expressions and such. It was very realistic. And
all you have to do is look at any of their original Xbox Ninja Gaiden games.
Yeah.
And it's just those were some of the best looking games, action platformers.
That's something they've always focused on.
And the system.
And now with, if you've looked at any of the dev diaries for Hellblade and Hellblade 2, they've pushed it even farther. So now they can actually do real-time mocap with the character in the game world and kind of direct the scenes and whatnot.
It's fucking insane. Dude, have you
It's incredible.
Not only that, they're doing movies too now, in fact. You're literally, you're as an actor, right? You're on front of the green screen, and they have a video, and they're showing you in the 3D. They show you in the 3D space what you look like in the 3D space. So, Andy Serkis is in fucking Planet of the Apes, and he's looking at the screen, and he's seeing a rendition of him, so he knows what he looks like when he's acting.
I know.
It's
well, that's the thing. Is also
thing. Yeah.
Also, The Mandalorian was done in with a sort of variation of that, where they're actually using what was it? There was a clip I saw today.
Wow, you're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Thanks, JL. I saw a clip today from, I guess, from the new Ghostbusters movie where they were filming just kind of like a tracking shot around the Ecto-1, and then you see some city scenery in the background. But the background was actually a giant video screen, like a giant LED screen.
Yes,
and
that's the other thing that's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is being used more and more. So it's kind of the old idea of the rear projection, but in this case, it's a high resolution, I guess, like 8 or whatever
LED
K
LED
screen.
LED lights.
Yeah. So, well, no, it's not LED. It's an LED screen. Like it's an actual big digital display screen. So anyway, they have it all motion tracked. So as the camera moves, the background moves in accordance with where the camera is. So it all matches and lines up. They used that. They used that on an even larger scale in The Mandalorian, which I didn't realize how little of The Mandalorian was actually filmed on location, because it looks like they are out there in the desert somewhere.
Yeah, Tunisia would be a pain in the dick.
They're actually not. Most of it is actually on a soundstage with these
Yeah,
giant,
I was reading about that. Yeah.
with these giant video screens behind them, and with the characters just on a soundstage. You know, there's there's not even that much green screen in it. Like most of it is all done. The thing about it is it's all done in camera, so it allows for that realism.
About 5 years ago, I saw this short film, a cyberpunk short film, and it.
I know the one you're talking about. Yes,
it's on the fire escape.
Like the corner of a building. Yeah.
Yes, that's the technology.
That's the whole. You're right. You're absolutely right.
First time it was being used. They made it for that short film.
That's right. I remember
and
that now.
Now you're seeing it in. Yeah.
And now we're actually seeing it starting to get applied and used.
Ghostbusters and Mandalorian. You know?
Yeah, no, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, no, I absolutely remember that.
I'm glad you remembered suddenly. That was cool.
Yeah, I remembered. Yeah, now it's all come back to me. I remember when we first saw that, we're just like, that is fucking amazing. This is going to revolutionize the way movies are made.
And here it is.
And now it's happening. So it basically allows, it allows you to do things on such a shoestring budget, too, because all you need to be able to afford is the screen. If you got the screen, you can put anything on that screen that you want. You know,
if you go back and watch Darkman, I don't know if you've done that in a while. There's a sequence in which Darkman is in I want to say he's in a construction site, and the camera's rotating around him, right? And the way they did that was like they did it in the 1920s. They built a giant thing and rotated around with a rear projection screen, and now they can do it with that video thing, and it would be so much easier, cost way less money, and it would look way better. Yeah. But I mean, there's a whole thing on the DVD, on a Blu-ray special feature about how they did that.
Oh, I'll have to check that. I have the Blu-ray of the first one. I don't have the sequels, but
I don't have the first one.
I'll have to. I haven't checked it out actually since I bought it because I've seen it so many times. But I just wanted to have the best edition of it. But yeah. So Oblivion used to do that as well. Or did that as well. That's cool. I think I have Oblivion somewhere. One of the giveaways I got, but
yes, Oblivion did use those big video screens. Correct.
That's very.
I remember watching
cool.
the special features in that one. I think
so.
I was really harsh to that movie.
Yeah.
But honestly, everyone should check that one out. It's what they hate, love it or hate it, but
it's
that was really interesting special effects.
Yeah. So anyway, it's really interesting to see this technology being applied. And then with stuff like what Ninja Theory is doing with the real-time motion capture, that one of the dev diaries I watched the other day, I watched it with Rosie, actually. She just saw it. It's like, oh, hey, let's watch that one. She wanted to see a little bit of the girl who actually plays Senua and just kind of see how she performed it and stuff and see what she looked like. And I said, well, she basically looks like Senua. Like, they modeled the character exactly after her. So we watched this thing, and it was actually a live demonstration on stage where the actress Melina something acted out one of the scenes from the game, like one of the cinematic scenes.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, where she acted it out in real time, and you see her performing it off to the side in the mocap outfit, and the character up on the screen in the game environment performing it, just like you would see in the game. And then they did a more practical demonstration showing, having her just going to do some spontaneous, goofy stuff, and then you see the character on the screen mirroring it exactly. And it was really impressive, like just how responsive it was, and not just the body movements, but the facial expressions and everything. All of it tracked and put up there in real time. And the guy, I don't know the names of everybody involved, but anyway, the guy who developed Senua, like the director of the game, was saying how with the motion capture being done that way, it made it so much easier to direct scenes. Because he could literally just have on a screen seeing the character in the game world as the actor's performing, and then figure out where to place the camera and the lighting and everything to get the most out of that scene, just like a movie.
Pardon.
You know? And, yeah.
That's happening in film, and it can happen in small
amazing.
film. It's not that big a deal. It's not that hard to actually do the background render live in the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Inside the video
Yeah.
package. So, like, that, even small budget films are able to do that now, mocap, which is kind of cool.
I know.
Now because of this, there's literally like 24 low budget, full motion character movies. I Am Mother being the most popular, most recent one.
Oh, yeah, I
Where
just have to
it's
see
literally
that
it's a
one.
guy in a mocap suit
Yeah.
with like a few like pieces of armor for like textile feedback, right?
Yeah.
With things and then they replaced them with CGI, and it was great.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Oh, good stuff. High tech,
Real nerd
man.
movie talk.
Revolutionizing the movies. The movies.
I love when we have a good old movie talk, and it's not
The
negative.
movies and the video.
Well, I generally like to keep movie talk positive. I prefer to
Me too.
talk about things that I like rather than things that I don't like, but occasionally, you just something rubs you the wrong way, you want to voice it, but we're not into these fucking hate reviews.
Yes, the
and
robot
whatnot.
character in Solo was the same way. There was a motion cap on set with the guy, he had a few tactile pieces, and they just replaced them with CGI in every other respect.
Yeah.
And then tactile is just because like the character has to bump against you, or it hits something, and it needs to have the space, so the CGI model doesn't just magically clip through wherever it's suddenly moving. Right? It's got to be able to bump the thing. So they have to have like parts attached to it to give it a little bulkiness, and also gives the actor a bit more sense of how the range of motion as a character.
So we should probably get through the geeky news here. We don't have a ton of stuff, but there's a few notable items this week. Thanks, as always, to our resident geeky news hound, Raptor Rivera, for compiling all of this together for us. You do good work, sir. Thank you very much. So trailers. So movie trailers this week. We got the official trailer for Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, which is apparently a CGI remake of the original 1999 movie Pokemon, the first movie.
Not
Why?
There are people who think it looks really good. That's for them.
I don't know. It just seems.
What?
It's like, but the
Who
movie's
thinks
already
that
been
looks good?
done. Why just?
The Zoomers, bro.
But why not just do a new
We're all boomers.
all CG Pokemon movie? Like, why does it have to be a remake of one everybody's seen a million times? Like,
Because they need to make money.
I don't know. It just seems like just such a
Stupid
waste of-
bullshit. That's why. Marketing reasons.
I don't know.
I don't agree with any of them. Just to be clear.
First
Marketing.
teaser for Fast and Furious 9. The official trailer will drop January 31st. So there you go.
I wish it dropped off a cliff.
Hey, I like those movies. Damn it.
We know Skinslip likes those movies.
I love those movies. I loved every single one of them. There's a huge anus joke in Hobbs and Shaw that's executed in such a way that, like, I've heard this joke a million times in the movies, but the way they do it, I was laughing for 10 minutes about it. All right, it's a really funny execution.
Well, I mean,
I'm like,
I do love a good anus joke. I will admit.
but like,
so.
it's one of those things. Like, I cannot believe I'm laughing at this huge anus joke.
Just head straight for the devil's anus.
I'm 38 years old. I don't need to be laughing at huge Janus jokes, but this one got me. It was funny. It was a funny joke.
The devil's anus is from Thor Ragnarok, by the way. But anyway, just heading straight into the anus. Oh, Taika Waititi, we love you. Official trailer for the Hulu series High Fidelity, based on the novel of the same name, starring Zoe Kravitz. The show follows the ultimate music fan, a record store owner who's obsessed with pop culture and top 5 lists in the neighborhood of Crown Heights, Brooklyn. Cool. Anyway,
They made a show based on the movie now?
I don't
No,
know.
it's based off the book.
I don't think it's based on the movie. I think they're just both
Based off the
based.
book.
They're both based on the same book, I guess.
Yeah. is that Bret Easton Ellis?
I never saw the movie. I've
Something like
heard
that?
it's really good.
The movie's
You
really
never
good.
saw the movie.
I know. It's
The
John
movie really
Cusack,
good-
right?
Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah.
good comedy. It's one of the good
Yeah.
romantic comedies. There's not a lot of them.
That's
but
what I've heard, yeah.
one of the really good ones.
I didn't know it was a romantic comedy. Suddenly I'm even less interested in seeing it now.
No, it's really good.
Oh my god.
No, it really is. It's one of the ones that you should definitely
Nope,
watch.
I have to be stubborn and stupid.
I hope you fall down and be up. I'll see you later.
That is true, actually. You do have to be stubborn and stupid.
But no, I love John Cusack, and actually John Cusack is in one of
He
my...
doesn't lie.
John Cusack is in one of my favorite romantic comedies. Well, a couple of romantic comedies. Technically speaking, I think, what is it?
Better Off Dead one, too.
Better Off Dead is kind of a romantic comedy. It's
It
very,
is a romantic
very
comedy. He's
offbeat.
trying to woo a girl. It's literally a romantic comedy.
Dude,
He's also Say Anything, one of the all-time great romantic comedies. Love that one. And The Sure Thing was also quite funny.
I like Love Actually in particular.
Love Actually is just fucking brilliant. I just love that movie as a movie.
Yeah. It's problematic in modern light, but it was made like 15
Well,
years ago. So,
yeah. The thing,
Yeah.
well, I've said this before, I'll
I
say it
want
again.
my $2.
The thing that's wonderful about Love Actually is it's not strictly a romantic comedy. It's literally a movie about all the different kinds
It's
of
also a
relationships
Christmas
that
movie.
people can have.
Actually,
So-
it's a movie that takes place during Christmas.
You have, I consider it a Christmas movie.
But
But,
Christmas isn't the central focus, so it's not really a Christmas movie. It's a movie
well,
that
I
takes
don't
place-
know.
It's a
It's-
central focus.
there's-
No, it's not. The
There's-
people's relationships are the central focus.
There's what's-his-face
time
buying his
period just
wife a
happens to be-
present.
And not even the whole movie, by the way. A small part of the movie takes place during Christmas.
There's Bill
It takes place in
Nye
New Year's and before that,
begrudgingly
too.
doing the Christmas version of his big hit.
And it's in the middle of the movie. It's not even the whole movie.
But anyway, I love
Anyway.
Love Actually. It's just one of the all-time great movies. And,
Yeah, it's good shit.
It makes
I like
me
it.
sad when I hear that people don't like it
And
because
not a lot of people say this, but Serendipity is one of the better, one of the best romantic comedies.
you know, another one I
Actually.
really enjoyed was If Lucy Fell. Did you ever see that one? It does. Most people never even heard of it, but it's very
Never
funny.
heard of it.
It's an early Sarah Jessica Parker one, actually,
Oh, cool.
but very funny. I liked it a lot. I actually found the DVD in the dollar store. I couldn't believe it. It's like, really?
Well,
Yoink!
that tells me about the quality.
Well, I saw it in the theater, and I thought it was hilarious. So
Nice.
I was happy to get it.
You know what movie I saw
recommend
5
it.
times in the theater because of my ex-wife?
What?
Keeping the Faith.
Okay.
It's a romantic comedy about a Jewish guy and a preacher both falling in love with a woman they neither of them can have because they're both supposed to be celibate.
5 times?
She liked it.
I
and
haven't
didn't want
seen
it to
any movie 5 times in the theater. Like,
Oh, I saw Ghost in Mars 5 times in theater.
Wow. Well, that's John
Fucking love that
Carpenter,
movie.
isn't it? That's.
Yeah. It's his last good movie.
I haven't seen it. I think.
It was his last movie before he did the Ward.
I think In the Mouth of Madness
bad.
is the most recent movie of his I've seen, and then I've seen most of the stuff before.
Well, you saw Invisible Man though, right?
No.
You haven't seen him? Oh
No.
wow, you
That's
you love that one.
Is that Memoirs of an Invisible Man? Is that the
Yes.
Chevy Chase one?
Yes, that
Yeah.
one's really.
Oh my
you will
god,
really enjoy
that's
that.
so good.
Is
So underrated.
I'll have to check it out.
Everything. Okay, look, guys. I'm gonna some real talk. If John Carpenter is attached to it in any form,
Yeah.
except for The Ward, it's entirely underrated. The Ward's an okay movie. Not bad. I don't like it, but it's not terrible.
It's like a 5 or 6 out of 10.
Yeah,
But it's
it's
like,
not
it was
his-
just disappointing.
his worst
compared
work.
to
It's his worst
all
work.
this other stuff.
That's
yeah.
not meaning it's bad. It's just his
It was
worst
like
work.
he tried to come back to filmmaking and it just didn't work. You know?
But now he's focusing on his music, and that's working quite well.
Oh, his music's so good.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
Love his
He's got a
music.
whole second career with that. But
I know.
like his movies, every single one of his movies, don't fucking read anything about him. Who gives a shit? Just watch it. It's a John Carpenter film.
Oh,
That
well,
includes
that's
what he wrote and didn't direct. Those are also good.
that is how I am with John Carpenter. And by the way, now I'll say that for when we talk about what movies we watched this week. I'll tell you after.
Huh? Cool.
Anyway, yeah, John Carpenter's awesome. We love John Carpenter here.
Huge fan of his.
Official trailer for the Netflix original film Horse Girl. A socially awkward woman with a fondness for arts and crafts, horses, and supernatural crime shows finds her increasingly lucid dreams trickling into her waking life. Oh, that sounds interesting.
That does sound interesting.
Might have to check that out.
This just reminds me. I have a very weird story from my from my college years.
Okay.
Oh God, that makes college years.
The very first class I ever went to in college, it was
Uh-huh.
a English class, of course, because I was studying English.
Yes.
There was a girl. They like, you know how you introduce yourselves and everything in a class.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a girl in this class who was introducing herself, and she got to talking about how much she loves elephants,
Okay.
and she would not stop rattling on about elephants for 15 fucking minutes.
Okay.
Love
To the
it.
point where she started almost crying about how much she loves elephants. It was like the I Love
My
Cats
favorite.
girl,
Yeah, yeah.
but with
Okay.
elephants.
Okay. Random.
Oh my God, I love that. It's amazing.
I love elephants
Those are
so much.
Those are some of my favorite people. They feel so hard. They're
Yeah.
good people to have in your
Yeah.
life.
That's true, yeah.
Because it gives you some fucking perspective.
Yeah.
So when
Real
you say
fucking
this
quick.
a horse girl or whatever, I'm like, oh, so she really loves horses, huh?
This elephant
Uh-huh.
girl got it.
Start
Like
crying
elephant-
about it, like elephant girl.
It sounds more like the
love
focus
you,
is
elephant
on
girl,
the,
never change,
the
please.
lucid dreams creeping into real life thing, but
Yeah, that part sounds.
yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And then finally, official trailer for the 7th and final season of Star Wars: The Clones Wars.
Oh, another Star Wars.
Another Star Wars, streaming on Disney Plus beginning on February 21st. So basically, what I gather this is the series was canceled before the producers were really finished with all their storylines. They did get the 6th season, which was sort of the that allowed them to tie up some of the plot lines, but not all of them. So this one apparently will finally, once and for all, tie up all of the plot lines. And that's the final word on Clone Wars. Oh my God! So, yeah. So
I need to actually sit the fuck down and watch Clone Wars. That's
So do
what
I.
needs to fucking happen.
so do I.
Me too. So why don't we do that?
It's supposed to be really good.
Okay.
I would like to watch it in the preferred order, like the chronological order, which is a little different than the aired order. And there's a definitive list on the StarWars.com website of what order to watch them in.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably just watch whatever order Disney Plus has then.
Did we get to talking about the
Well,
other
then I
Star
guess
Wars
we'll watch
thing?
them on our own. Anyway, let's see. Movie TV news. J.J. Abrams' production company Bad Robot have signed an exclusive deal with Warner Brothers to produce movies and shows based off the Justice League Dark Universe.
Excellent.
Justice League Dark
Yeah.
Universe.
Yeah.
I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable there.
Interesting.
Now, call
Very
Guillermo
cool.
del Toro, get him back on the fucking phone, and say,
Yeah.
Guillermo, get your script back into shape. We're going green on your script. 'Cause Guillermo del Toro needs to be on that because he's the one who developed it
Wait a
first.
minute.
God damn it.
Is Justice League Dark,
Yeah.
not the Universal Dark Universe.
No. Guillermo del Toro was working on Justice League Dark, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hell
maybe
yeah.
maybe I did know that. Anyway, cool.
It was long gestating
Anyway.
over at WB.
So produce movies and shows based on. Sweet, yeah, I'm down for that. I really enjoyed the animated one they did a couple years ago.
Justice League Dark has Swamp Thing in it, so maybe they'll bring him back and
yes,
he'll get relaunched.
yes, it does. That'd be nice.
Ooh.
And Constantine.
It does.
We'll get Constantine and maybe we'll get a show and we'll get them every week on our chain in dark, cool adventures.
And then
instead of-
occasionally crossing over.
Yeah.
It'll be like the Arrowverse, but it'll be the Justice League Dark universe, and it'll
And
be
horror.
even and like horror and stuff. Yeah. Well, Dead
Yeah.
Man as well.
What happened?
What?
I just read about Legally Blind Gamers.
Oh.
Oh god.
You say, I'm playing Fallout 3 and you farted just as Butch tried to steal my sweet roll.
Amazing.
I hope it scared Butch away. Alright,
Fucking
Gotta get a
Butch.
picture of that.
I was just sweetening up the sweet roll for you there. Okay. In a recent interview with Digital Spy, former Charles Xavier Patrick Stewart revealed that he has met with Kevin Feige to discuss the future of the X-Men. He did point out that he only offered some suggestions for the franchise and naturally Professor X. There were no talks about him returning, as Stewart thought Had I not made Logan, then yes, but Logan changed everything.
Yeah, you
Well,
kind
there
of put
you
the
go.
end to the character.
Yeah.
The storyline's kind of done with him, right?
Well, yeah. Well, and I think it should be kind of a fresh start with the X universe anyway, as far as incorporating
Yes.
into the MCU. Just new actors.
And don't bring
new
Bryan
stories.
Singer back right after you fucking launch it again.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry.
Due to the overwhelming success of the live-action series, Netflix have given the green light for a Witcher anime film entitled The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf. No word yet if the two will be canonical with each other. So there you go. Filmmaker Kevin Smith revealed on social media that he will guest star on an upcoming episode of The Simpsons as himself. Excellent.
Cool.
And yeah, I was very sad about this news.
Why he's dying now.
Hold on a second.
Sad news.
Hold on, I just need to find something here real quick.
He needs to find something real quick. Just hold on.
Just hang on. I just gotta find it real quick.
Just give him a second.
Just hang on. I just gotta find
He'll
it
get it. Don't worry
real
about
quick.
He's almost there.
Just finding
When
it
you're not paying attention, he actually
real
scratches.
quick. And
He doesn't try to be really
just trying
stealthy,
to-
but you can always see his left shoulder jiggle slightly when he does it.
What are you talking
No,
about?
no.
I'm not doing
That's
anything.
when jerking off. That's when he's jerking off.
No. Okay.
Lord. The pedal snakes rule.
What are you talking about? Okay, now, what I was going to say was this news that was not good. Speaking
God.
of Kevin Smith. Yeah, here it is.
No!
Speaking of Kevin Smith, sadly, his Howard the Duck animated series as well as the Tigra and Dazzler series have both been canceled by Marvel and Hulu. Which really sucks.
Boo!
I expressed my dismay about this on Twitter, and within seconds of posting it, I saw this, which made my day.
It made your day a little bit better.
It made my day a little bit better, but
At least Kevin Smith agrees that this is stupid.
yes, I'm glad that Kevin Smith agreed with me that I was sad that he would not be making Howard the
It's-
Duck.
It's another one of those cases where a new studio head took over and all the old studio heads' projects get canceled, which is bullshit. And
I
I
know.
hate it. Stop pissing on other people's shit. Let it get finished and just
I
fuck,
know.
man.
I know.
Stop thinking about your own cock for like 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's like just, let that get done and then work on the next wave of
Launch
things
your
where you
project.
can make your name for yourself and fucking bullshit. It's
Yeah.
all politics.
I feel like a lot of people were
Studio
excited
politics.
about the Kevin Smith, Howard
Look.
the Duck in particular. And
Yes.
so them canceling it, when
I was.
there's a bit of excitement about it. Is like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't
Attack-
care what your goddamn excuse is.
Yeah.
There's excitement behind this.
Well, also, like,
People
The fact that
want
Tiger
this.
got a show means this actually got printed.
yeah.
This happened because of that.
Yeah. Well, and also the Tiger and Dazzler show, was it about a month ago, we heard that the entire creative team had been fired. And it's like, well, that doesn't sound good. And they'd already done a whole bunch of work and everything and stuff like that. And so, anyway, bullshit. Was looking forward to both of those, especially Howard the
Bullshit.
Duck.
I'm a fan of Tiger, in case you didn't notice.
Yes. Disney will be moving forward with a live-action remake of their 1942 animated classic Bambi. For fuck's sake.
Who cares?
In casting news,
come on.
the hot rumor
Shut up,
is
Dad.
that Jessica Chastain could be cast as a gender-swapped Reverse Flash in the upcoming Flashpoint movie. Nice.
Cool. I'm alright with that.
After over 30 years and endless stop-and-go productions, fans can finally say, Bill Murray in Ghostbusters 3 confirmed.
I'll believe it when I see
We
it.
already know that.
No, it's confirmed.
I'll believe it when I see it.
It's confirmed. There's no believe it when you
I'll
see
believe
it.
it when I
It is,
see it.
it is a thing that is happening. The actor is a go for Ghostbusters Afterlife, returning as Peter Venkman. Sadly, Rick Moranis will not be coming out of semi-retirement to reprise the role of Lewis. Well, that's unfortunate, but not unexpected. He's a family man now. Just let him live his life.
Yep.
We love you and miss you, Rick. Hope all is well. Columbia Pictures is set.
Can't even do a voice cameo. I mean, come on. Then I have to leave the house for that.
Columbia Pictures is set to reimagine the Anaconda franchise. Evan Doherty, writer of 2018's Tomb Raider and Snow White and the Huntsman, will pen the script. The studio is said to want to take the series in a same style as The Meg. Okay, so kind of.
Now here's the thing: everyone in the Discord was like, "Why are we?" Dude, it's the fucking Anaconda. Shut up. It's not a great movie. It's a 5 out of 10. I enjoy the fuck out of it, but like, look, I want more giant killer animal movies, so let them remake Anaconda.
There you go.
Skeleton Boner wants to hear Chewie's opinion. That's a good point.
Chewie does raise a good point there, but I don't think any of us will argue with that.
I didn't realize he was a college graduate. I mean,
the highly anticipated Obi-Wan Kenobi series for Disney Plus has been put on hold indefinitely, according to lead Ewan McGregor, and production won't start until at least 2021. Some reports cite that the scripts and story were too similar to that of The Mandalorian. The series has also been downsized from 8 episodes to 4. Jesus Christ. Can we just make things, please?
Just kill it at that point.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Don't waste my fucking time.
Science fiction author Brian Clement was one of the lucky few to see the first test footage of Denis Villeneuve's Dune. And here are some of his thoughts. Quote, I think this will blow people away. The way Lord of the Rings did 20 years ago. The way Star Wars did 40 years ago.
Don't hype it.
It's not Jodorowsky or Lynch, but maybe Villeneuve has filmed the unfilmable.
I would pay so much good money to see a completed, the Jodorowsky Dune from an alternate dimension, because that movie was insanity.
I still need to see that documentary. I keep meaning to pick up the Blu-ray. Yeah.
The documentary is so bonkers.
Yeah.
Just the things that he wanted to do with that movie.
Yeah.
He wanted to, I think it was one of the things he wanted to kill several elephants a day for the production.
Wow.
I was like, what? I mean, like, he had some crazy
I just love the part where he got Salvador Dali to agree to be in the movie.
Right?
Like
in the movie as an actor.
Yeah, Salvador Dali did acting as well, somewhat.
At that point in his career, he was what?
You just do whatever the fuck you want. On the subject of Denis Villeneuve, in a recent interview with Empire, the director hinted at revisiting the franchise. The problem I have is the word sequel. I think cinema needs original stories. But if you ask me, I'd like to revisit this universe in a different way. I can say yes, it would need to be a project on its own. Something disconnected from both other movies. A detective noir story. Oh, he's talking about Blade Runner. Detective noir story set in the future. I wake up sometimes in the night dreaming about it. Well, there you go. So,
well, go make it.
So he's not adverse to.
Go look at Mute. That movie is basically in the Blade Runner universe.
Speaking of Blade Runner, Meiichi Motoko and I realized today that there is a Blade Runner comic book that's apparently been running for 5 issues now. And really? I was completely unaware of.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's from Titan. Titan Comics, the ones who do the Doctor Who comics. Really solid company.
Adaptation of the movie, or is it?
I don't know. Oh, it's set in 2019, so it takes place around the time of the first movie. So,
maybe between the 2 movies.
Beyond that, I don't know anything about it.
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to pick this up.
Absolutely, so am I. I'm probably gonna wait for a trade. But
I don't want to pick up those novels because they're terrible. But,
no, the K.W. Jeter novels. Fuck those. What bullshit.
Terrible fan fiction.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It tries to merge Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep with the Blade Runner movie universe, and put all these shocking twists into it. Like, Pris was actually human. It's like, no, she fucking wasn't. Fuck off and go away.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, so that is legit one of the twists, by the way. No, I just read summaries of them, and I was like, wow, these sound like complete trash. I never want to read them.
I remember back in the day finding them on Amazon and reading user reviews that were just eviscerating it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. I was like, no, never mind.
Yeah.
So I was glad that Blade Runner 2049 went in some completely different directions and was a beautiful, wonderful film. Yeah, and then, of course, we do know there's a Blade Runner anime coming out as well on Netflix, so that's something.
Oh, is there really? Oh, that's kind of cool, too.
There is. Yeah, that one, I believe, takes place around the same time as 2049, so
Okay.
so it's kind of a continuation of that world. But, yeah, cool stuff. So I definitely have to check out those Blade Runner comics.
I love Blade Runner.
So do I. It's beautiful. Best dystopia ever. Marvel's MODOK animated series have found their MODOK, and it's Patton Oswalt, which
That's perfect.
which I think is fantastic. Yes.
It's supposed to be kind of a comedy series, so I'm down with that.
Yes. Absolutely.
I can imagine being a whiny, big-headed genius.
Absolutely. Yeah. The Turning, a horror film starring Finn Wolfhard on Netflix's Stranger Things, and Guy Ritchie's gangster comedy The Gentleman, both hit theaters this week. The Turning, which I did not know until it was said by people who were not the marketing department for the movie, is based on The Turn of the Screw, apparently. It's a new take on The Turn of the Screw.
I had no idea.
No, nobody did. It's not in any of the marketing.
That's kind of, maybe they think that people would be turned off by it then.
I don't know. That's actually a
Maybe they
selling
think
point for
most
me.
people don't know what Turn of the Screw is.
That could also be.
Let's be honest. Let me ask anybody in the chat right now who
Yeah.
is a Zoomer.
Yeah.
Do you know what we're talking about when we say Turn of the Screw?
Without Wikipedia, without Googling it, you
I'm
fuck.
sure some of them do.
No,
But
Shut
like
up.
there have
God
been
damn it.
there have been a number of adaptations of it over the years. One of my
Not
favorites.
in a while, though, to be fair.
No, that's true. But one of my favorites being The Innocents, which was a early 50s movie, I believe. Beautiful black and white.
I want to get
sort
that.
of-
It's in the Criterion Collection, right? That's the
Yes,
one?
it is. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
the
that's the one I wanted to get that.
I have the Criterion edition of it.
It's one of the earlier haunted house movies.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's wonderful. I love it. And Dan Curtis actually did an adaptation of it as part of his mystery TV specials.
People know
Around
the names.
around the same time he did that Frankenstein one that we watched. There's been a bunch. I think there's been some BBC adaptations and stuff like that, but there's been quite a few over the years. It's one that I've actually been wanting to do, like kind of like how I've been spotlighting the Universal Monsters movies at some, and just generally looking at the different adaptations of the classic monster stories. Turn of the Screw is another one I've been wanting to do, where I'd read the book and then watch all the different screen adaptations to see how they all compare. So, because
Well,
I
that
like.
will not get a lot of traction, I'm imagining.
Well, I don't care. It's something
Yeah,
that
you
I
felt
want
you
to.
wanted to do it. 'cause you
Something
wanted
that
to
I
do it.
want to do for me. And
Exactly.
and the people who do like that story and the different adaptations will
I'll watch the
appreciate
video.
it. Yeah. Well, I'm sure a lot of people watch my videos even if it's something they don't know anything about, and that's why they watch them, is because it's like,
Right.
oh,
A lot of people are going to be like, what
this
the fuck
might
is this
be
about?
interesting. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot of people comment that they watch my videos and I've helped them to discover something that they didn't know about before, and then after hearing me talk about it, they went and checked it out and then became one of their favorites too. So I'm always happy when I can introduce people to obscure things like that. And hopefully with that, but it's not like I would do a Turn of the Screw month or something. It would be like it would be something that I would do staggered in between other stuff, much like I do with the Halloween reviews, where I talk about some classic monster movies that have a limited interest, and I talk about something a little more modern with more wider appeal, and kind of go back and forth. So that'd be that. But in this case, with The Turning being based on that as well, I guess the turning of the screw, yeah, it would be, kind of current.
The Turning of the Screw.
So the Blu-ray should be out by Halloween this year, and I could do that and then have it as a tie-in with that.
That means you can get it next year. For
Yeah.
next year's Halloween.
Pretty much,
It'll
yeah.
be cheap finally.
Yeah. See, video game news we just did. Oh, hey. The Raptor says, "Gee, garbage, what are we going to do tonight?" Same thing we do every Saturday, Raptor. Deliver the gaming news. But we did that earlier. In memoriam, so many frickin' people died this
Yeah.
week. It's
A
ridiculous.
lot of character actors died this week.
Yeah, we had Bryce Armstrong died, who's a voice actor best known for not only the voice of Captain Ginyu, but also the narrator for Dragon Ball Z. Joe Shishido, Japanese actor whose career started in 1955, known for such films as Good for Nothing's Business, Youth of the Beast, and many others.
He's notable because he has these giant cheek implants that he got because he was told he would never get starring roles with his thin face, and so he went and got he went to Hawaii and got cheek implants.
Interesting.
Came back with big poopy cheeks.
Huh.
It's his trademark now.
And became a big star.
Huge star after that.
This is one that hit me. John Carlin, Emmy Award-winning actor known for such works as Hawaii Five-0, Kojak, Hagney and Lacey, and of course as Willie Loomis on Dark Shadows, who was kind of the Renfield character to Barnabas Cullen's Dracula type character.
I've seen it.
It was, well, I know you've never seen it, but a lot of other people have. So it was, he was a wonderful character actor. You guys would have seen him in the Dan Curtis Frankenstein, which I just mentioned 2 seconds ago.
I probably recognize him.
He was one of the assistants to Frankenstein, the one that died playing catch with the monster. Actually,
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That poor bastard.
yeah. That was him. He was the assistant. It's like,
Yeah, I can't remember
play.
that two thing.
Utter play. Yeah.
Because like you said, he's a character actor, so he's in a lot of things.
He is a character. He did a lot of television. He did some movies as well. Dark Shadows is probably the thing he's most well known for. But he was in quite a lot of television throughout the 70s and 80s.
I've been aware of it since the 90s, but was never really, I never got into it. It's like, oh, I can't see all the original episodes, because it's back then. So I never got it back.
Well, you can now.
Yeah, I know. I don't have the money for it. But
no. Well, they're available on
maybe.
streaming as well. Like, I know Amazon Prime, that thing you don't have anymore, has them.
Son of a bitch.
Appreciate it.
Lost Jack Kehoe, notable character actor, appearing in such films as The Untouchables, The Sting, Serpico, Midnight Run, and many, many others.
He was very notable. You definitely recognize his face if you've seen him.
He's a that guy. And this one, I think, kicked everyone in the gut. We lost Terry Jones this week, of Monty Python fame. To be fair, he's been in pretty poor health for a very long time. His last public appearance, he looked pretty frail. And I know he was suffering from dementia as well. He was very losing touch with just the world around him.
Bummer.
And, yeah. And it came on very quickly, too. Like, it was just over the past few years. So it's
He's at peace,
definitely a sad loss, but yeah, at least he's at peace. So, of course, he was an author, screenwriter, director, and one of the founding members of the legendary Monty Python comedy group, responsible for such hits as Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Life of Brian, and Meaning of Life. He was one of the main
unrelated,
guys.
Only slightly related. I heard someone say, I don't like that guy, that Terry Gilliam, and I've never liked any of the Monty Python people. I'm like, he just directed a few of the movies. He's not actually part of Monty Python, I don't think.
He's not one of the main.
Yeah.
Wait, which one are you talking?
Sure.
You talking about Terry
Terry
Jones?
Gilliam. Terry Gilliam. He's not actually part of.
Oh, Terry Gilliam is absolutely part of it. He used to play some of the characters, but he also.
Did he? I always thought he was just the director.
No, he actually did the thing. He contributed the most was he did all the animated segments.
Oh.
All those crazy cartoons. Those are all Terry Gilliam, 100%.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, if you've seen
yeah.
Tideland, you understand Tideline's a live action. It's a live action version of that. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, well, that was Terry Gilliam, but he also did play like minor characters as well. Like he does appear on screen in quite a few episodes. But that was his main contribution was the animated segments. Terry Jones, however, was everything. Like he was.
Terry Jones was a historian.
He was the director of a lot of the theatrical movies, but he also wrote and performed in countless numbers of the sketches as well.
And apparently he was on a lot of TV medieval historian TV shows that he narrated.
Yes, he did a lot of, I guess, like post-Python stuff. It's like Michael Palin did the sort of around-the-world travel shows.
Yeah.
And
Love what you love. It's all right.
Yeah.
I know that.
Exactly, yeah. And
people have varied interests.
and
Almost
and
they're
John
people.
Cleese just continues to enjoy a career of being annoyed at people professionally. So I'm sure he would appreciate that description too. But
I'm sure he wouldn't disagree.
No, it's like
Yeah, at the very least, he's
accurate.
Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
I suppose.
So yeah, definitely a rough week for the memoriams.
Yeah.
But
Rest in peace to all those
that's-
lovely people.
Oh,
Lost some.
and
really good people
I
this
don't want to get anything political, but
And that is all the news that's fit to geek. There you go.
yes.
And Stoud's about to
I
get
will
political.
say, I
Everyone run
think
for
it's
cover.
I think it's something everyone on any side of the fence can agree on. The United States Space Force logo is literally the Starfleet logo.
It is. They
Yes.
just stole Starfleet logo.
Literally the
It
Starfleet.
is.
We're gonna keep it only to the pop culture part of it, and that's they stole Star Trek's
Yeah.
logo. Guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, evil,
And that's where we're staying.
evil Space Force logo.
Cease and desist!
If I were,
Cease and desist!
I would just send him a bill. If he owes money. Put that money in my fucking hands. You make the money, print some for me. You owe me money, steal my shit.
Yep.
That's right.
Well,
Jay
here,
wants his royalties, goddammit.
here. I'll just quickly switch over to this. It's easier to show you. Just hold on a second here. I'll do this. So if we go over to so here's the Space Force logo,
Oh, Paris. Oh God, yep, there it is.
and here's the United Federation of Planets logo. So,
It's literally the same thing.
and even the swoosh is the same and everything. Like,
They made no attempt to hide it.
Good
Not even a
Lord.
little bit.
everybody's saying Paramount should just sue them and then own all of the country.
All the Space Force. They should
All
run
of the Space Force, yeah. So there you go. That's
We're not gonna talk about anything else political. We're talking about that specific aspect.
just the
part
blatant
that
ripping
pop
off of
culture
the
aspect.
Starfleet logo of the
Yep.
Space Force. Yep.
Because we don't do politics here on the show generally.
We don't.
Occasionally.
So
Once in a blue
speaking
moon.
of the economy and foreign policy,
Once in a blue moon, something so atrocious will happen that we'll have to make we have to comment. You know.
Well,
But
yeah,
once-
something
in a blue
catastrophically stupid or something, but.
Yeah.
Or we just got word that the missiles have started flying. But nice knowing you, everybody. So
Yeah.
let's all get naked.
Take your ban from Twitch.
Woo!
Oh, I think you broke
Yeah.
the comment section. Oh no, there it goes.
No, it did just because I was on the other screen. It's okay. Just calm down. Just calm down.
I got a button on my
Took a second.
on my deck that lets me clear the chat. I just hit the button. It clears
I
the
can do
chat.
that too. I can just click refresh chat, but you know.
Yeah.
Hey, caps.
Yeah, in a minute. Here, just what is it? Duncan says.
Grab a snack and then I'm good for that.
Duncan, apparently Terry Jones' biographer, says also Terry Jones was an avid member of CAMRA, the campaign for real ale in the UK. This group campaigned for proper beer to be brewed in the proper way. Fighting back against mass-produced tasteless lagers. You can probably tell that I'm a real ale. Adrian, I'm a member of CAMRA. Oh my God! I can taste it. Oh.
Breathe.
Oh. What
You've
is
done that to yourself.
what has died within me? Why?
Meg Allen with the poop emojis. Especially the crying poop emoji, which is kind of what's going on right now.
Oh my God.
It's not just shitty death, it's crying shitty death.
Duncan says every time I will drink a real ale now, all I will smell is Zernizer farts. Aren't you glad you don't have an open fireplace?
No, because it'll just be a perpetual flame that'll never go out.
Natural gas. Yes.
Where is it getting fuel from?
The stream
Look-
smells. Good Lord.
And you've been particularly windy this
I know.
this
It's a windstorm.
gale force ass coming out of the
Hurricane butt.
Hurricane butt.
Thanks to
Tropical
everybody
ass.
for the signal boost, by the way. What is it? Promote Horror. That's Promote Horror, just as it's spelled on Twitch or on Twitter. Gaming Retweets. And Crimson Cross and Andy Breckenridge won for the retweets, and thank you for the likes as well from, again, Andy Breckenridge and Crimson Cross and Major Motoko and Drum Mike and Andy Breckenridge for the repost, Michael for the repost, Skinslip for the repost, all the reposts. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Appreciate the signal boosts. Much
And as
obliged.
Andy says, tonight's SNI has been brought to you by GasX.
Yes, not Radex, GasX.
No, in Sean's case, it's RadX.
Yes. Beano.
Brought to you by Beano.
What's funny is
Sorry, Michael.
What's funny is in the UK, Beano is a kid's comic strip. Here, Beano is a gas suppressant for when you have excessive farts.
Yeah. Take Beano now and they'll Beano gas later.
Yeah, because I remember the TV commercial. Like they take a Beano pill and they asked for like second servings of like Brussels sprouts or some stupid shit. They're like, yes, please.
Beano.
Would you like some more of this supremely gassy food? Hold on, I need to take my Beano.
More deep browned beans?
I'm
Hold
back.
on. I gotta take my Beano.
I had to get popcorn for the epic pickups from.
Oh, there we go. That's a good idea.
I have 13.
Yeah, Stauda's 27. I have
About
26.
Duncan
Well, actually,
used to
yep.
Duncan used to collect Beano. Now he just lets them rip.
Alright.
Beano had my favorite character, Dennis the Menace. Oh, I think Dennis the Menace was kind of everywhere. I guess that's where it appeared in the
There's
UK.
two different Bands and Menaces.
But-
Do you know that?
Is there really? I did not know
There's
that.
a UK one and a US one. They made independently from each other and are nearly identical. It's so weird.
That's interesting. Duncan says he preferred Roger the Dodger.
So the one he's talking about is a different Dennis the Menace, just so you know.
I see. Different
Yep.
character. Interesting.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not talking the.
This Dennis the
Mr.
Menace
Wilson
has a
doesn't know.
pig named Rasher. Okay, that's definitely different than the one I grew up with. Mine had
Yeah,
Dollar
yeah,
the
he's-
dog. Or no, that was Richie Rich. Never mind.
No,
I'm getting
well,
my-
I think the closest thing we had for Dennis the Menace was Mr. Wilson the neighbor.
Mr. Wilson, yeah.
So
We had that-
which,
we had
which
that
was
Dennis
the
Menace.
butt target of all of his pranks and.
Speaking
Fun
of butt
shenanigans.
target, I'm gonna go check mine. I'll be back.
You look in the mirror like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bud?
Oh, I forgot. I have popcorn seasoning covered in dust. I haven't eaten it in a while.
I have Cheez-Its, but today actually I got some sorry, loud crinkly noises. I got some food that I haven't actually tried before, so just a few things. The main thing, giving a shot, sweet hot mustard.
Oh, Engelhofer. I know that.
Is
That's stuff
Engelhofer? Engelhofer is Beaver Mustard's Germanic brand.
Yeah, it's actually what LGR uses for a lot of his.
Yeah. It's good
sandwiches.
stuff. It's my second favorite, but that's not the hot mustard you want. You want the Beaver brand sweet hot mustard. I'll show you.
Yeah, they had Beaver brand there too. I just didn't
That's
pick
the shit. That's the real good. That's the real good shit. I like Engelhofer Stone
That's the
Ground.
good shit.
Engelhofer Stone Ground is amazing though. We'll have both of those in the house because I like both of those a lot.
I figured I
we'll
like
have more
sweet
condiments
and
than we'll
spicy
have-
things.
Yeah, you just have a fridge full of condiments and no
yeah,
food.
exactly. 'Cause we'll just probably be ordering Grubhub all the time.
I already have a lot of Like half my fridge is condiments right now.
I know, right?
Mine actually has.
I dropped it.
Clip it! Clip it!
10
Mine
points.
has exactly 2 condiments in it. It has a bottle of low sodium soy sauce and a bottle of Jets pizza ranch dressing in a tube that you could buy from them.
Good shit.
Yeah, like
Yes.
pizzeria ranch dressing.
My favorite
Oh, that's just good too. Yep.
jalapeno ranch.
Jalapeno ranch.
Jalapeno, Ricky. Jalapeno.
Okay.
No, that's cool.
Look
All
what
is
you
well.
did.
Well, I'm glad you didn't
Oh,
poop
well.
your pants. Can you pick up now?
You didn't burn a hole in your underwear or something?
No, it's just a little sweaty, swamp ass.
Oh yeah, I know that life. I live that life.
Oh yeah.
So, you guys mentioned pickups. Oh wait, movies.
Oh yeah, movies.
What movies
Movies
did we
are-
watch this week?
A bunch.
Cool.
Pickups?
I don't know.
The game I've been playing this week is one of my pickups, so I'm not going to mention it.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll do pickups first, then we'll do the movies and things. Okay,
I
fine.
think that's a good idea, actually.
Fine. Maybe we should do movies as a separate stream entirely. I don't know.
I'd be okay with that
Movie
too.
reviews, weekly movie reviews. Well, maybe
Yeah,
not this time, but maybe we'll
Call it like movie. We'll call it the movie club, dude.
we'll think about it. Think about doing that maybe if you guys would like that.
Let's call it movie club. Just movie club.
Movie club.
Yep. No other description. Just movie club.
All right. Let's see. You're eating popcorn, so your hands are all greasy.
I'm
and
fine. Whatever.
that's it. Well, do Stoudman because he's always got a billion pickups. How many billions do you have this week, Stoud?
44.
Billion? 44 billion.
Yes.
Excellent.
So-
All right. So what'd you get?
I finally got the chance to go to Goodwill today for the first time in months.
I
A
see.
chance, you say.
Mhm.
It was very good to me today. So
I'm glad I was good to you today.
things
Uh-huh.
things that I got to sell include a Thomas Kincaid puzzle,
Those are fucking money if you have all the pieces.
which is $1.29,
Uh-huh.
and then it sells for like $10 to $15 on eBay. It's not a big profit, but it's a profit.
No, that's
Man,
fucking
that's-
money because those you find they're dying.
That's like 1,000% profit. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
excellent.
That's actually good. Do 10, 15 puzzles a month, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Eagles farewell tour
Ooh.
live from Melbourne.
That is
with the
rare.
bonus disc.
That's actually pretty nice.
Oh,
That bonus 6 sealed. That's rare.
Yeah.
yeah.
How much
Make
you
I
money
want?
on
know.
that one.
It sold for like $50 on eBay.
How much?
Oh.
How much?
50.
50.
Wow.
50.
What'd you pay for
Something
it?
like that.
Well, yeah, especially that's the
$3. That's like
$2.50.
farewell tour.
Wow.
There you go.
Nice.
Now, if it was the Hell Freezes Over tour,
Uh-huh.
you'd
Yeah.
be in some serious fucking cash right there.
There you go.
Yes.
The Old Dark House from Kino.
Hey, that's got a
Oh.
Blu-ray.
DVD.
Love that movie.
Yeah, it has a Blu-ray, so
Yeah.
I got this to sell. This also sells for like $10.
Nice. Because you want the Blu-ray.
And then-
obviously.
There are 13 of these, but I'll just show you a couple of them. What's in
Oh.
the Bible? Literally every volume ever made.
With
Okay.
Buck Denver. Nice.
What? Why?
And they're all brand new sealed, right?
Because
Okay.
nobody wants to
I
watch
looked
them.
it up. They sell brand new sealed for like $150 total for all 13 volumes.
Holy shit.
But if you sell them on eBay, of course, people want a little bit of a discount. So it sells more frequently between $100 and $120. Brand
Do you have
new.
the whole set?
You have the set?
For the whole set, yeah.
You
You have the whole
Do you
set?
have the set?
Yeah.
Do you have the whole set? We're asking.
Yes.
Do you have the set?
I just-
Do you have all of them, Stout?
Make that money. Make that money.
Answer the question.
But do you have the set?
It's like a deer in fucking headlights. We keep saying it. He's just like,
That's right. You literally just said that. Like, huh? don't understand.
I
we
fucking
can't-
answered.
I don't
No, you
understand what you're asking.
I did answer.
What you
it.
said
I
was-
several
no, no.
times. Yes.
Several times every time you kept saying for the whole set.
Yes.
And I'm like, what?
You showed like 4 volumes.
but
Yeah.
do you
With-
have the
for
whole set?
13
Is the
volume
real
set, it sells for like
question.
150
Yes.
bucks. You never
Okay.
said
I
yes. I
said
have the whole
yes.
volume.
Yeah, I did. I said yes.
He
Finally,
did
at the end.
eventually.
After
Eventually.
we hounded you for 5 minutes.
So just
No,
to
I said yes
clarify,
like 15 fucking times. I'm not even kidding. Did it not come through?
No.
so just to
What the
clarify, do you have the full set?
Yes. I got all of them, all 13 volumes.
Excellent. Congratulations.
How much did you pay per volume?
Oh yeah, how much?
Interesting.
Yeah.
$250 per volume, so
Wow.
Not bad.
$32.50 total.
So
Well,
you
that's
make a
good.
profit
$100
of
plus
about $100
profit,
bucks.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did the math and I figured out all that stuff I can. I'll sell, and after fees, it'll be like $130, $140, something like that.
Mhm.
Roth is like, he's got to process the question first.
Yes, processing.
I must
Processing.
have
Processing.
frozen because you guys kept asking, and I'm like, yes. And you just kept asking. I'm
You
like,
just stared at
yes.
us. You just stared at
Yes.
us.
You were saying yes
I just
in your
kept saying
mind.
Yes.
You just stared like you're doing this the whole time.
Yeah. yeah, like that.
So, we can't see your annoyed face. Like,
I don't know, man. I said yes. I don't know.
good shit.
But what did you say
So
yes
I got
in
this
response
for myself.
Moving
I got
on.
this for myself.
to? The cane
at,
mutiny. Very
Goodwill.
nice.
In addition to all the stuff I got to sell, I got this.
Humphrey
What are the
Bogart,
cane
Jose
mutiny do?
Ferrer, nice.
Classic film. I've never seen it. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Never seen it, also, and I wanted to see it.
I also have not seen it, but
So
heard of
I
it.
also got
Oh.
this one for the same reason.
I've been wanting to see that
I've
for a
seen
long
it.
time.
I love Paris.
I saw a segment of that in my film class. The teacher showed us the short from I don't remember which director.
This was
Cool.
factory sealed for $6.
Oh, nice.
Whoa!
Opened it.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Because that's a great game. I love the little Big Planet game.
And then the single most expensive thing. I'm not even kidding. This was less expensive than this. For some reason, this was marked to $7.
Wow. Well, it's a PS2 game.
Why?
It's a collector's item.
I don't know, but I wanted it, so I was like, you know what? It's in good shape. It's complete. It has everything.
Oh, nice.
You got a big support. There's religious DVDs. So fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can't complain.
I used to have the bigger box version of Little.
Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
Nice.
How much you pay
This
for
is
that
the
one?
first time.
I have that.
$6.
What?
And this is the first time that I've seen this in store in like a Goodwill in like 10 years.
Yeah.
You probably never see it again.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare to find
Speaking
something
of
like that.
things I may never see again. in
Oh my
Goodwill,
god!
Nice.
Mario Kart Wii.
Excellent.
I mean, yeah, I could find like
Like
4 or
what?
5 copies each of those at my half-price books, but they go for like $35 a piece.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's the thing.
So he found it
'Cause
for
it's-
$6.
And half the time, Goodwill will put them on eBay for like $20, $25,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's why I was shocked to see it. Like, what
That's
the
why I'm saying he'll probably never
I'm
find
catching
it in
you
the
guys
store again.
slipping.
Yeah.
I'm catching you slipping. So I got these for myself. They're not particularly rare, but they're movies I've never really seen before. So, Norma Ray.
Norma Ray, Sally Field, and
I
Bo
think I've
Bridges.
seen that actually. I think that was on
Pontiac
HBO.
Moon.
That
I
oh
have
oh my
heard
god,
of that. I've
that's
never
actually
seen
a
it.
movie that I had been wanting to see for fucking years, dude. No joke.
Hmm.
I remember
It looks
like,
and sounds really good.
remember like isn't that the one where he goes on a trip with his son for the length of the distance from the Earth to the Moon or some shit?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see that since I saw like a trailer on HBO like a decade ago, 2 decades
Cool.
ago, whatever it was.
Then I got
Eight,
Amos
seven.
and Andy.
That's a good
Another
one.
one I haven't seen yet.
Amos
so.
and Andy.
I haven't seen that.
Never
in a
saw
decade.
Amos and Andy.
Very good.
And we worship at the altar of Nicolas Cage. So
We do.
Yes.
In fact,
Our Lord
we'll
and
have an
Savior
extra-
Nicolas Cage. Is that everything?
yeah.
for the house, for the apartment.
No.
I'm getting a Nicolas Cage prayer candle.
So that is everything? That's
No.
not everything. Oh, hey!
Probably felt good.
Now I'm not the only person who owns that. Yay!
I own it
And
too.
if you
Oh,
want
do you?
it,
Okay.
if you want it, you should get it soon because it's going out of print, kiddos.
I got it a while ago. Remember, I told
Yeah,
a
he
big
got me a
story
copy
about
when
it.
he bought that one.
Yeah.
It was on sale.
Oh,
Tom and
nice.
Jerry Spotlight Collection.
That
They have the Blu-rays, right? But the Blu-rays are already out of print, so
Yep.
I'm glad I
well,
grabbed the Blu-rays when I did.
did you get?
Are
Do you
they
have the
will go
Blu-ray set,
different?
Stoud?
no.
Why didn't
No,
you
I
get
have
the
the
Blu-rays?
Blu-rays.
Collection.
Wait, why didn't you get the Blu-rays?
They're out of print.
Because I didn't have a chance to. They went in print for 1 year and then
Oh,
they
I
were
thought
gone.
I thought you said they had them,
No.
but for some arbitrary reason you
No,
decided to go with
Garbage
the
says he
DVD.
has them. Garbage has them.
Yeah. See,
I
the
found them
big
on
the
Walmart.
big deal about the Blu-rays versus the Spotlight Collection. The Spotlight Collection has the censored versions where Mammy has been, or whatever her name was, the
The racist stereotype.
racist stereotype wife character was swapped out for a white character for all the repeats. That's the version that's on the Spotlight Collection. The Blu-ray,
That in itself is racist.
the Blu-ray has the original unaltered versions, which had
Yeah,
not
it
been
has that-
seen for
Like
decades.
censoring the racist
So-
history to make it seem less bad.
Yeah.
Maybe
It
that's
actually
why
more
they
racist.
pulled
It has a
off the
big
shelves.
giant. You can always tell you
Yeah.
have the right one because there's that big giant warning at the beginning.
Oh, maybe it was pulled off
It talks
the
about
shelves.
how
I
it's a
forgot
product of the time, and and
Yeah.
to delete or remove content
No,
such
it
as
wasn't.
this.
It wasn't
You know,
pulled
all
off the
that.
shelves. It was nothing so exciting. It just didn't sell very well, so they didn't do a reprint, and they didn't
No,
do any
yeah.
further
They do
volumes.
reprint. I
So
wanted to get it. It wasn't out. long enough.
I grabbed it a couple of years ago. I just because I'd been waffling about it for a while, and I had money, so I'm like, I'm gonna get this. I think it's because I had recently got the Looney Tunes sets. I found the Looney Tunes sets really cheap. So I grabbed those, and I was like, I should get the Tom and Jerry set, too. So I went to see how much it was going for. And at the time, it was going for like $15, I think. It was stupidly cheap. So I just grabbed it, and that was that. So
I also got this.
Pinky and the Brain, the complete series. Oh,
Nice.
Pinky, no, sorry. Pinky, Elmira, and the Brain.
Elmira and the
I was going to
Brain.
say, that can't be the
I think
complete
it's the
series
third
on 2
season.
discs. Yeah. But that one, yes.
Third.
Yeah.
I think the first two
This
seasons
is
were just them.
this is like this was $6, so I got it. I was like, yeah,
Why
might
not?
as well.
Why not?
It's not great, but
And then
$6.
been on a Western kick lately, so I got
Nice.
some more Westerns to watch.
We've been watching a lot of West.
Westerns are good. I like Westerns.
I also like West.
Got Open Windows because I actually like this movie.
I
I
like
need to see that
Elijah
one.
Wood, so there you go.
Elijah Wood is like
I
low
like Tasha
key
Gray.
a really good actor when it comes to.
Yes.
Well, he's a really good actor for everything, but
He
when
is.
it comes
He's
to
amazing.
horror movies in particular,
Yeah.
he plays the best creep
Yep.
ever.
He definitely can. By the way,
If you don't believe me, go see the new Maniac remake.
Spe-
Oh my god.
speaking of westerns, we should watch that movie serial one I got a while ago, Mystery Mountain. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
12 chapters. I think it's 12. Maybe
Oh my
15.
god, I've been wanting to get that for forever,
What's
dude.
the matter with Helen? Yes.
I had that on DVD, so
I
now
think
you have to watch
I
that.
think I have that one on DVD as well. So one of
It's in
like
the
the
four
Mill,
films.
one of the Mill Creek ones, yeah.
No, it's a Scream Factory four film sets to have it.
Oh right, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For the Godsend and the Vagrant, I think.
yeah, yeah.
And
I
where I
have.
wanna
I
get
got
it.
all of
Sell it
those,
already?
the DVD ones.
This is
Last
like
Flag
$4.
Flying.
I watched the trailer for it, and
Last
it looked
Flag
pretty
Flying.
damn good.
Well, the
So-
top three characters, the three
Yeah.
actors I see on there, I'm sold.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah,
good
exactly.
cast.
And then I ended up. I didn't know it was the Canadian version, but
By the
here
way,
it is.
Elijah
the
Wood-
Canadian.
I wanted to say Elijah Wood plays the best farting surfboard I've ever seen on film.
Okay.
The Canadian. The Canadian release of
Hey.
Happy Time Murders, or
Nice.
Carnage chez les Joyaux Toufus.
Love those Joyo Toofuses. Very cool.
I
I
have
still have
lots
to
of
see that. It's on
I need to see
streaming.
that still too.
It's on Netflix, I
And I
think.
got
Not for me.
I got tired of putting it off, and I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about like they might take them off the shelves at some point, but well, if they do, then I'm glad I got them now because
Oh yes.
Futurama season 5,
I bought them for the same reason.
season 6,
Yeah.
Why were what's the work concern about taking it off the
Season
shelf?
7?
Oh, because of Disney.
and season 8.
Because Disney's
Well,
it's-
that and also just the Blu-rays, you don't see them in the stores very often. So I was concerned that, okay, maybe they're keeping the DVDs in print because they're cheap, but not the Blu-rays. So I grabbed them I don't know, a couple years ago. I just decided to finish that set. I still have to watch them all.
I got this for $5, but I didn't realize that it didn't come with the artwork, so I'll probably end up, I don't know, being sad and miserable.
Didn't come with the artwork?
Infamous 2.
Nice.
Thank you, GameStop.
My Infinite are just in little card sleeves, so I feel
It does at least have
the manual.
the
That's
booklet,
good.
but not the fucking
everything,
sleeve.
yeah.
That's good. I have not played Infamous 2. I loved the first one.
The good news is you find a copy of Infamous again, you buy it, you take the sleeve, the paper art, you go, I need to return this, and they'll just return it for you.
Yeah, and I remember
I was sad
we both loved the first one.
Yes, I've liked all of them.
I've only
I was
played
sad
the first
when
one,
the
so.
box of PlayStation games I got, one of the games I wanted in there was Burnout Revenge.
Oh, right.
And the game in the case was not Burnout Revenge. So
Right.
I got the actual Burnout Revenge.
Yay!
For like
and
$5 on
fully
eBay. I was
complete,
like,
too. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have the better version.
And I was sad that Tony Hawk's Project 8, when it came in that box of PlayStation games, didn't work. So I took out that disc and got a replacement disc. So now I have the game.
Yay!
And then I went on a bit of a Wii game binge because I wanted to get some Wii games while they're
Binging on
pretty
his
cheap.
Whee! Mm-hmm.
This is the time to get them. This is when they're cheap.
Yep.
Although this one was a failure for me.
Okay.
Trauma Center Second Opinion. Only, wait for it, you open it up, it's actually Trauma Center New Blood.
Oh.
Which I think is the one I have.
Now, they're both about the same price, but
Yeah.
like, I told them that they sent me the wrong game.
Yeah.
And they gave me a full refund, so I can't be too mad about
Okay.
it. Oh yeah.
Did you have the other one? Did you have New Blood?
I
or-
didn't, so
Oh.
now I have the first
actually,
one. And,
You don't have the first one. I
That's-
have the first one.
That's the
Trauma
second
Team.
one.
oh.
You had the second one or third one. You had the third one. Second one. Second
It's
one.
Trauma
You have the
Team, Second Opinion,
one
and
in
New
the
Blood.
third game's box.
Yes, the third game's box.
Great.
Then I got Tron
Oh.
Evolution Battle Grids.
Oh,
I said
nice.
Battle Grids.
Now, is that any
The reason
different from the Tron Evolution that I have, the PS2 one?
Yes.
Or PS3 one?
Yeah.
well, not all of them, but like it's the PS3, Xbox 360 games are the same ones.
Yeah.
This one is different and takes place at a different time period in the Tron story.
Oh, really?
The DS game is different and takes place at a different time period in the in the story. You have to get all the games basically in order to see the whole fucking story.
God damn it.
So that's why I got this, because it has part of the story I haven't seen yet. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Well,
Nerd.
And I
We
like
do love us
I
some
like the
Tron
PS3 game enough that I was like, all right,
You
yeah.
love Tron, that terrible movie with bad effects. Lol.
Ugh.
I love them, but that was just a bad opinion. Sorry.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
We talked about Destroy
Oh,
All
yeah.
Humans and all the games series in the
Nice.
series,
That's a
right?
unique one.
And
Yeah.
This one is only on the Wii.
Big
so
Willie
I said, "Let me
Unleashed."
get it while I can.
Well, damn. Hopefully, we'll get a PC version or something.
And the last one I got was SSX Blur because, well,
Nice.
it's an
Oh.
SSX game
That one's bad.
and it's
Gotta
only
love
on the Wii.
the SSX games.
The previous generation of games was the better generation.
3 and Tricky.
Then.
Was,
Yep, 3 and Tricky.
Actually, the PS3 one's pretty good too. SSX.
Oh,
I need to go
haven't
back
played
to that one, actually. I've not played that one much.
It's pretty good.
I can't judge that one.
I
So I
like
played
it.
the Wii one.
I
That's
have
everything I got, by the
Terrible.
way.
Rosie and I play it sometimes.
That's all.
We alternate. Very good, Stoud. That's some good pickups you picked up there with your pickups.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Garbage Gamer, what'd you get this week? Oh, hey, I see Major Havoc is in the background. Oh, we talked about that already. Never mind.
Yes.
Oh, all right. So do we want to do video games or movies and TV shows first?
Video games. Because then
Video
you
games.
get through them faster. Otherwise, you'll talk about them forever if they last.
Okay.
Oh, shut.
So I've been waffling over getting some kind of pro controller for the Switch
Mm-hmm.
because you kind of have to. But
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
you can't use those.
Yeah.
Because you're an
But-
adult hand.
Stout
I
had
didn't want
the
to get the
same
official one
complaint,
because
too.
they charge like fucking $80 for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this instead.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
like a
but,
PS4
Yeah,
controller. Or PS3
Yeah, this is the
controller.
SN30 Pro Plus.
That's hilarious.
And is
I'm a
themed
big
off
fan of
of
that company,
the,
by the way. They make good stuff.
Yes,
Oh,
this
look at that.
controller is fucking epic.
Those controllers are in
It's
some
like
ways
a-
better than official controllers.
It's like a PS3 controller for your
Yeah.
Switch.
Well,
Yeah,
and he
it's-
can hook it up to his PS3 probably too.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just a Bluetooth
Yeah.
controller, so it says on the back, Switch, Windows, Android, Mac OS, Steam, and Raspberry Pi.
And
Nice.
it works flawlessly with most of those things.
There
Yeah,
you
and
go.
I haven't
Really
tried
does.
to sync it to my PS3 or PS4 yet, but I'm pretty sure it would in some fashion.
Nice.
It's a pain in the dick to sync to the PS3.
But
I don't have a PS4.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been using it. It's been working pretty great. I love the feel. It's got a nice weight to it.
That's good.
It's just a really good feeling controller.
I use an
Nice.
8-bit though for
And it was
for
only
retro games on PC.
$46 versus the 70 or 80 that fucking Nintendo charges you for theirs.
Yeah. it's
And they're
quite a
really good
difference.
quality controllers.
Yeah.
I've had one for years now. Big fan.
So the next one I picked up on speaking to the PS4, picked up the new Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Of course. Yeah. I'm not surprised at all.
You did a little bit of that too.
Oh yeah, this is like wow. This might actually be the first RPG I play through.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because it's so hilariously faithful to the original show.
Nice.
All the way to the point, Stoud actually mentioned the one of the side missions being the driving episode, one of the filler episodes from the series,
Nice.
and it's actually shown on the back of the box.
Really? Oh, that's great.
That and the baseball mini game where you get to play as Yamcha,
That's nice.
and
Wow.
you play
There's
like
a
a baseball.
mini game in there too.
There's a
Oh my
baseball
God.
mini game. There's a driving mini game.
I was definitely gonna buy it.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much
no,
every
no
little.
doubt about that.
I have to say, all the way up to this is for DBZ fans out there. All the way up to the Boo Saga, almost every little side thing that happens that's kind of hilarious or stupid, it's a mini game in this.
It's in there. That's great.
So yeah, and there's so many like hidden characters to find, going
Nice.
all the way back even to the original Dragon Ball. Like you'll find characters and people you can
See,
talk to.
I'm kind of surprised it's taken them this long to do that type of game based on Dragon Ball Z. It just seems like something that would translate so easily to that. You know.
We've had a few that are like this, but not to this scale. Like not in a big
It's the
major
best one
platform
done
like
so
this.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah, the closest we got were what was the Legacy of Goku series.
Yeah.
Those are actual like turn-based RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
I think card-based actually. One
Oh,
of them
okay.
is. It's card battle-based,
Yeah.
and but the same kind of thing where it's just like you travel in the world and you play the saga as it plays out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a pre-order when it came. So the next one here I had already taken the plastic off, but I can assure you, here's the plastic.
Okay.
It was
Sure
factory
it
sealed,
is.
brand new, and it's a copy of the greatest hits of Skate 3.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
I've been wanting this game for so fucking long.
I have that. Yes, I do. I have. It's not the greatest hits version though. It's the regular version.
I wish I
But
had
yeah.
Skate 3. Good game.
Skate 3, awesome.
I need to get that.
Yeah.
This next one here, oh, hold on.
It was when Annetta sold me her old PS3. She gave me a stack of their games as well. So there was Skate,
Skate.
Skate 2,
Mm-hmm.
and Skate 3.
Skate 3.
I felt was clunky. But
Holy crap! They're gonna
Skate
for
1 is
$5.
clunky.
And there you go.
Yeah, this was only
Oh, yeah, apparently.
$11 that I paid for it.
Yeah, $5.
That's also
Um,
not bad. Brand new. Fuck man.
Yeah, brand new,
Yeah.
actual
These are not. I think
factory
these are
sealed,
used. But,
not resealed.
I haven't
Get
played
them
them.
at that price while you can, man.
But-
That's a very popular game. I'll tell you what. Give it a year or two. That game is going to be like $20-30.
Oh yeah. This next one here, I'm waiting till InSaNiTy to actually do a factory unboxing of this. But found it on eBay, and I'm just like, he advertised it as new and still in plastic. The plastic is damaged, so
Uh-huh.
like so the plastic is red. I'm like, fine, okay, I'll just open it then, and that is Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, the original.
This is a, as you could tell, it is an original factory seal.
Nice.
It's just like it's got some of the plastic still coming off.
Yeah.
So it is coming off.
Oh, I see. I see what you.
I just waited
this
to. I'm like,
to
I'm
be
not
the
going to keep
moment,
the
yeah.
plastic on this because I do actually want to play it.
Yeah, to see how it compares and stuff, and
I
nostalgia.
want to play.
and
So
all
I
that,
now
yeah.
own. Yes, there you go.
Right.
Beautiful.
Yes,
I now actually own every single released version of both Ico and Shadow of the Colossus.
Nice. I think I just had the PS3 version and then the PS4 version of that.
I got the
Oh, yeah, it says
PS4.
the
I
big old
used to
booklet
have
in it.
PS2 versions as well.
Yeah, and there's the disc.
I had the PS2 version of Shadow of the Colossus for years, but
Very
I
nice.
sold it when I got the thing with PS3.
Yep.
It's a fun
Yeah,
game.
so I have the PS2 versions of Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, of the HD remakes on the PS3. Then I have the Last Guardian and the remake on the PS4. So that is every single Team Ico remake from both Bluepoint and Team Ico
Nice.
game. So there you go, Shadows of the Colossus.
Excellent.
Next one here is a little known popular GTA ripoff clone game
Uh-huh.
based off of a small running TV show franchise. So that's Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yes.
The GameCube version, I need to get that.
Nice.
Very
That's
nice.
getting I know that's getting an HD remaster apparently.
And this is the
Looking forward to that.
OG complete box.
It's one of the games I want.
Yeah, I played the shit out of that
How
on the
much is that
PS2.
one?
This one was a little more expensive. This one was like $14. Was what I
Yeah,
paid for.
that one's so
That's
good.
still a good deal for that. I'll
Oh
tell
yeah,
you
it's a
what.
stupidly popular game,
It's-
and it's
it's-
hard to find.
Yeah, it very much
Especially
has
in
a
GameCube, man.
very much has a GTA vibe to it. It's not quite open world. I mean, it does have like distinct
It's
levels
open
to
enough.
it, but yeah, it's very open within
It's hard to
those.
sit down to play that and then not end up spending at least 2 hours playing it.
Oh, I know. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's so many references to the show. in it and
Especially,
stuff.
yeah, I would say
It's
if you're
great.
a huge fan
Yeah.
of The Simpsons, this is just like it's like playing the Simpsons game that was released on the PS3.
Yeah,
It's just one reference after the other.
yeah,
You know, just constant.
yeah. That
barrage.
one, Hit and Run,
Hit and
and
Run's
the,
like $30, dude.
Hit and
for
Run and the Simpsons game
regular edition.
are, I think, the two greatest Simpsons games ever because they just
Is Road
they're
Rage
so
good?
perfect.
I actually never played Road Rage.
Okay, I have. I'll tell you what Road Rage is. Road
Road Rage is
Rage
pretty packed.
almost feels like a demo version of Hit and Run. It's
Oh, yeah?
very short. It's very
not
simple.
bad.
Well, hold on. It's very short. It's very simple, and ultimately, I found it unsatisfying because of that. Then Hit and Run came out. Hit and Run uses a lot of the same car models, uses a lot of the same sound bites, even ones that referred to Road Rage as in referring to the title of the previous game. They were lifted straight out of the previous. It's almost like they looked at the previous game and thought, you know what, we can do this kind of thing way better. Let's do it again, but bigger. And then they came out with Hit and Run like a year later. And it was so much better. I was like, okay, this is what I wanted Road Rage to be. And, yeah.
Yeah,
Hit and
people
Run,
have
got it.
compared Road Rage to Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, it's very short
It is.
and simple, and
Because all you're really doing is one. I don't even think you can get out of your car, can you?
I don't think so, no.
'Cause it's just
Simpsons
you're just driving
Yeah,
people
like that.
from location to location
Yeah,
and doing little stunt
it's
things,
boring.
which is literally Crazy Taxi.
But Hit and Run, there's a lot more stuff that you can actually do.
Oh yeah, you can get out, you can travel around, you can fight people.
You can explore. Yeah,
you
you
can't
can
find
fight,
Hit
you
and
can
Run
just
for
beat
less
people
than
up.
$30, by the way.
Yeah,
So you got a really good deal.
yeah, I love Hit and Run.
Uh,
I'm definitely gonna grab the HD remake when remaster when it comes out.
I just want my
Found
game
this
version.
next game here for $4.99. Picked up X-Men Legends 2: Rise of
nice.
Apocalypse.
It's one of my favorite
Nice.
games of all time. It's one of
Love
the few
the
games I've
X-Men
100%ed on.
X-Men Legends.
I have the
is,
first one on the Xbox, and this is the second one.
Yeah, I
And
wanted
both
to
my
get
games.
both of those for the longest time. I just never got around to it. Sadly.
Let's get the cartridge games out of the way here. Got a couple of Game Boy Advance games.
Ooh.
Just not really of any major note,
Mhm.
mostly because they were $1 each.
Yay.
We have a Quad Desert Fury.
Okay.
A really,
Seems
really,
like an ATV game.
yeah. It's one of those like the Game Boy Advance version of Mode 7.
Okay. Very cool.
Um, And then actually, surprisingly, this one was only $1 because this is, if you're an RPG fan, this is actually a decent RPG. By Black Label Games, we have the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, okay.
And this is a isometric RPG that's
Nice.
set in the entire, pretty much plays out the entire Fellowship of the Ring movie.
That's cool.
Nice.
With,
Oh,
I
is that
think
actually based on the movie?
it's based off the movie, yeah.
Like the logo does not quite
No,
look
no.
like it. Looks
No,
different.
I mean
No.
it's
Well,
yeah, it's a little different. But it
Huh.
is based off because it uses a lot of the same assets and artwork and pictures from the movie.
Yeah.
All right.
So, so that's that. Picked up some Genesis titles.
ooh.
Picked up this. I actually never owned this. It's released by Viacom, of all
Mhm.
places. Zoop.
Zoop. I've
Zoop.
heard of that one. I don't know
Oh,
if I
yeah,
ever
Zoop.
played it.
It's an interesting puzzle game.
I don't like it.
Um,
I'm not
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just like any other. It's like it's kind of. I mean, it's different than most puzzle games where you have to like
Mhm.
shoot like from up, down, left, and right as like things come at you.
Mm-hmm.
But you can like replace pieces. But at the end of the day, you're still doing things like Tetris. You're still
Yeah.
connecting pieces to make lines. You're still connecting similar colors.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, there's a lot of sort of Tetris variants from
Right.
that era. It's very, very
Uh,
popular.
I
mean, you
mentioned
still
this
get that a lot.
actually. I mentioned this I think in last week's or a week before's SNI, how there was a few good sports games on the Genesis, minus games like Mutant League Football, Mutant League Hockey, and all that, like actual licensed games.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually found one. It was NHL 95.
Oh, there you go.
NHL 95 and 96. These are the ones where you can actually like a little box will pop up and you can actually throw off your gloves and have like a little Mortal Kombat
I
segment.
think, yeah, when I was in university, living in residence, there was some guys on the floor who had a Genesis, and they played that a lot, and they would get really rowdy with their games, too. Like, they were so loud. It's like, yeah! It's just,
Me and my
like,
friend would do that
screaming.
with
And
Steel,
because
same
because these,
concept.
you know,
Yeah.
at the time they had accurate rosters for
well,
current
Blades
players.
of Steel was more arcadey, though.
Yeah,
Uh,
and it wasn't.
But
rules
again, like
hockey.
Blades of Steel, though, even
No.
NHL 95, it had simple enough controls that anyone could pick up and play it.
Yeah,
So it could be very competitive.
yeah.
You know,
No,
even
and
if you've never
these
played
guys
one before.
definitely were. They got pretty rowdy at, like, 11
what
at
game-
night, midnight.
No one ever talks about for the PlayStation 2 that is actually a goddamn hidden gem. Summer Beach Volleyball. I'm not fucking kidding. It's a really
Really?
good game with a million unlockable.
I like
Kylie Minogue on the soundtrack.
I-
Really good.
Iceman and Major Motoko. I also like Zool. I haven't played a ton of it, but I played it a bit on the Amiga. I actually really like it a lot. I used to listen to the theme of the CD version all the time. It's one of my favorite theme songs from that era.
You know what I also hate? When you search on eBay in a specific section and then it just takes you away from that section. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wasn't doing that. I'm in this section for a reason.
Yeah.
This next game here is probably some of the
Some of-
nicer looking Genesis titles, and yet it's boring as hell. But nice to look at, and that's F-22 Interceptor.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it was this is one of those extremely ambitious games. They forgot to make a game though.
It just looks
It
pretty.
just looks- It looks pretty. Like it looks like something that you would have played on like a later Amiga
Okay.
or something like that, where it was actually had a behind the jet and an in the cockpit view,
Okay.
and it was full 3D, and you can actually fly around in it again at like maybe 6 frames a second.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, there's not much going on there.
Just flying around, enjoying this big blue sky. Yay.
Yeah, it was pretty much they released a tech demo.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, F-22 Interceptor. I think I actually used to have this when I was a kid because the label looks really familiar,
Mm-hmm.
but I have like no knowledge of this game, like no memories of it.
Yeah.
I think it was just one of those games I had and never touched
Mm-hmm.
because when I got my Genesis when I was a kid, I just came with just a butt ton of games because
Oh,
it was
yeah.
it was from some other family's kid didn't want it anymore,
Oh,
so they
okay.
packed it up and gave it to me.
So they had like a whole library already.
Of games and
Nice.
yeah. So in this one here, again another simulation. It's a racing game though. That's NASCAR 99 for the N64.
Very nice.
Just again another simulation racer. It's not all that exciting,
Yeah.
but still fun. I always like the simulation racers, especially the older ones.
Yeah. I did too. There was a couple I used to play on the Amiga quite a bit, such as the original Test Drive, which I really liked. I think there's a Multimedia Chronicles retro episode that's either aired or is... I think it has aired, actually, where I played that. And then there was also... I forget, there was a couple other ones. There's Test Drive, there was... Jaguar XJ220 was another one, which was kind of a simulation racer. Not as simulation as Test Drive was, though. Test Drive was very simulation.
This next one here is on the original PlayStation. It's the best racing game of E3, according to IGN. On the cover. By a little game from Psygnosis. So we have Wipeout 3.
Hey! Good old Wipeout. Yes. I have Wipeout 1 through PSN, and then Wipeout HD, which is the more recent one.
Just like it has actually printed.
Yeah.
Best game of E3.
The Wipeout games are great. And,
I love the Wipeout games. They're great.
Yeah.
Alright. So these
Next
next
does good
4 games actually all kind of run together, and I know Skinslip is going to hate me.
Okay.
I just know right off the bat. As soon as he sees the first game, you're gonna hate me.
Yeah.
Because this makes it I own every single game in the series now. And the first game is Gran Turismo.
There you
I
go.
have all the games. I'm not mad at you.
Gran Turismo.
So yeah, this is the greatest
Welcome to
hits
the club.
versions. There's Gran Turismo.
I have original black labels all over.
Cool.
Here's the black label of Gran Turismo 2.
5.
Very nice.
I saw that at Goodwill, and I almost picked it up, but it was $6. I was like,
No, that's a good price.
a little too
Oh, yeah.
much.
These were
Nope.
$4.99 each.
No, $6 is a good price for original PlayStation games like that.
Like so, the case, as per usual with these diamond cases, they're cracked,
Hey, thanks for the follow.
but they're all complete, 100% complete.
Nice.
So obviously, I own Gran Turismo 3, A-Spec, and Gran Turismo 4
Yep.
on the PS2. Moving on, I have the XL edition of Gran Turismo 5.
Oh,
I
nice.
have that. And
PS3.
also the Steel.
And last but not
The
least,
collector's
here,
edition also of 5.
Gran Turismo 6.
Very nice.
So that's now up to this version. That is every single Gran Turismo game up to here.
Yeah.
So
I'm a big Gran
I think
Turismo
we're
fan, so I like
we're
all
still
games.
waiting.
I think the only ones I had was 3 and 4.
Which ones are we waiting for? They're out,
I don't
coming
know.
out.
I just gonna go check on Rose. I'll be back.
We're still waiting on the newest one. I need to get a PlayStation 4 in Sport. God damn it.
Gran Turismo Sport. That's the one that I'm still
Yeah.
waiting on.
It's the stopgap game till the next actual full game.
Yeah.
Kind of like the prologue was.
Yeah, Prologue was actually a demo though, tech demo.
Yeah,
I
which
have Prologue also.
I actually have Prologue. Yeah, so do I.
But yeah, I have the.
I think everybody has Prologue.
Which steelbook did you send me, Stoudman?
I think it was 6.
Yeah, the steelbook for 6, the collector's edition, and the XL edition for 5. I have the black label for 1 and 2. I have the greatest hits for 3 and 4. So
Yeah, I think the greatest hits for the original Gran Turismo are the only one that I have that's actually greatest hits. You know, all my other ones are black label. I think.
And then I have Prologue, of course. And I have all the DLC. I literally went on eBay and bought all the DLC I didn't have. I have every DLC for the game, including Asian exclusive, Asian exclusive Blue Sylvia. Well, paid $80 fucking for that stupid thing.
Why?
Because it's exclusive. And I love Gran Turismo. My favorite game of all time. Holy shit! Wipeout 64 cart only $7.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Well, Wipeout 64 is probably the least popular of the Wipeout series.
No, yeah, because the Wipeout is mostly a PlayStation franchise. A lot of the hardcore Wipeout fans thought it was a bit of a bastardization going on in the N64.
It wasn't, but
Even though technically it was technically superior.
the controls I thought were not as well.
Oh no, yeah, you can. That's the one thing I will give I would give them credit for, is the PlayStation version. The controls were just so much better. You can't really do a good Wipeout game on the N64 with that control scheme. You just can't.
Okay, what's the catch? This game lot is $5. Oh, I see it. I hate that. Pick a
The Stewie one, I want to tell you right now, you should never feel ashamed of buying a game you want to buy, for any reason.
We don't believe in
affordable
shame.
collector's
of course.
prices. Sure, if you have the money and you want the game, and you want it new or you want it collectors, like even like the best you can possibly get it, then get it.
Yeah.
The only thing you need to be is happy with your purchase. That's it.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, I mean, if you buy something new, it's almost always going to be more than buying it used. Unless, you happen to luck out and find it in the wild for dirt cheap, as, Stout and Garbage Gamer do from time to time, and that's just, the luck of where they are. But
Blue Moon, I find
for me, it's...
I'm not even in a good area.
For me, I shop online primarily, so I don't get a lot of those kinds of deals. So,
same.
But I get what I can get, and that's it. So anyway,
so that's it for the games.
Okay.
Now on to the movies and TV shows.
All right. Holy crap!
Yes.
It just keeps going.
So this one picked up a
So
little
many
bit
pickups
of
this
Airplane.
Oh, nice.
Don't Call Me Shirley edition.
I need to get that. I haven't
Cool.
I need that too.
owned that in a long time.
So let me get the movies off the
I
bottom.
actually never owned Airplane.
Really? I think I used to have it on DVD
Good
a long
stuff.
time ago. It's a great movie.
Picked up Spectre
Hmm.
with the slipcover. Again, this was in the $3 section.
Nice.
Spectre on Blu-ray with this.
Do I have the
Green
slipcover
Steelbook.
for mine?
Picked up 9.
Remember.
Ooh,
I've only
Oh,
seen this
9.
movie once.
Never seen it.
Very good. Very good. Highly recommended.
Yeah.
This is I call this movie came out during the era of 9,
Uh huh.
when there were so many movies with 9 in the title.
That's
that
true.
were all
Yeah.
coming out. There was like 5 or 6. It was fucking.
I remember I was confused when I first saw the trailer for that. I thought it was for some kind of video game coming out. And then
Like, nope.
it wasn't. It was a movie. I'm like, oh, okay.
And it was a really good movie.
All right. I
Totally.
agree.
Sorry, I've been up since 6:30 this morning.
That's okay.
So
I've been up since 9, I think. So.
we had 20 years to prepare. So did they.
Mhm.
That's Independence
Oh,
Day
of
resurgence.
That movie- I'm so disappointed.
Again, $3. So. Yeah, this one again, surprised to find in the fucking $3 section. It's volume 1, the first 20
damn.
episodes of Sean's ass.
Sorry, I was just giving my
Um,
review of the Independence Day franchise there.
There you go.
I like the first one.
I didn't like
Anyways,
a
first
lot.
20 episodes of He-Man and the Masters of the
Hey,
Universe
nice.
Nice.
for $3.
Sweet. Is
Well,
that the Mill Creek?
that'll work.
That's
Yes.
the Mill Creek
Yes,
one,
it
I
is.
think,
Mill
right?
Creek.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mill
So
Creek release.
2 discs, 10.
I
10
recognize
apiece,
that
think.
art
It
immediately.
is set.
Yep. Hey, and in a proper 2-disc case too.
Yeah, an
Nice.
actual proper case, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get these organized here. So they had the majority, except for one volume of a certain BBC series. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna grab all that they have that are on Blu-ray and find the other one later.
Sweet.
So what I found was a season 1 of Sherlock.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
This one didn't have. Did this come with the slipcover? Does it have a
Probably.
slipcover with it?
I don't remember. Mine, I have the box set, so none of them have slipcovers for me. So.
I'll have to look to see if it did. If it did, oh well.
Yeah.
Because I picked up volume 2.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Also
Yeah, I
has-
think they
yeah, 'cause
did,
these-
but for a very
These
short
are
time.
slipcovers.
They don't
Uh,
stick around for long.
picked up
The slipcovers, that
season
is.
3.
Nice.
Season 3. So they didn't have season 4 on Blu-ray.
Oh.
They had it on DVD. I'm like, no, I'm not
Nah, you want them
gonna
on
bend again on
Blu-ray.
DVD.
Yeah.
But they did have The Abominable Bride.
I still have to watch that. Still have to watch
I
that
am-
and
I
season
am
4,
digging-
actually.
I am digging that stash.
The old school. It's actually better than the stash he had in series 3.
Yeah, this
The
is more like
modern day stash.
when you think of Watson.
Yeah, the more.
That's the Watson, the curly stash.
Yeah. The big.
Yeah, Martin Freeman,
ridiculous
man, you look
mustache.
good with a stash.
Yeah, I really need to finish watching those. It's such a good show.
So, but yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to pick up Sherlock for a long time.
I got it.
When we watched it, I was broke. I didn't have money.
Yeah,
so
I think I got it last year. It was on sale. It was like $50 or something for the complete set on Blu-ray, and I was like, yeah, yoink. So
yeah, so I just need. I believe there's only 4
time.
seasons.
That's correct. Yeah,
season 4.
That's all they're doing.
So,
It's done now.
Yeah, so
But,
I just need to pick up the 4th season, and I have the complete series.
Yep, series 4, and then the Abominable Bride goes between series 3 and 4. If you're going by release
I was
date.
just surprised that I mean, it was in. What I like about it is the fact that, again, because I always hate it when shows do this, when they have a special.
Yes.
And they'll put it in a special disc or case or something like that makes it stand out.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it just, it fits
No,
right
the
in.
British ones don't really do that. They just kind of put it all in the same kind of cases.
And all is nice. They all just say Sherlock on the end.
Yep.
And it's just looks good.
Such a great show. I love that show. I remember when we watched the first 3 series, all of us together.
We were so hype about this show.
Oh, I know.
We're like, oh my god, this is the greatest version of modern
It's like,
Sherlock
why
ever.
did we wait so long to watch this? Like,
funny enough, this was my introduction to Benedict Cumberbatch.
Me too, actually. Yeah.
Was the show, and they said then he became Khan in
Yeah.
a Star Trek movie and was absolutely fucking fantastic in that too.
Well, and then suddenly he was in everything.
Which is probably why it also took us so long to get seasons 3 and 4.
Well, it is because they were both him and Martin Freeman. Because Martin Freeman was doing
Martin
the Hobbit
Freeman
movies
and
at the
Cumberbatch
time.
became,
Um,
hot shit.
Yeah. So, but they both wanted to do more because that was kind of the thing that put them both on the map. I mean, they've both been doing stuff for a while, but that was the thing that really got them noticed on a bigger scale. Plus, they both just really loved the show and loved working with Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss. So they wanted to do.
Oh yeah.
I think it's Benedict Cumberbatch who said, "So we're doing a series 4 of Sherlock, right?" He's talking to Stephen Moffat, and he's like, "Sure, yeah, we could, absolutely." He's like,
Yeah.
So they did.
I mean, there's plenty of more Sherlock Holmes stories we can do.
Well, yeah, exactly.
They could easily
But
do
that
a
was-
season 5.
So
season 6,
so they squeezed that in, but I
Yeah.
think that was already kind of pushing it as far as like the two of them being in demand now.
Oh yeah.
So they did that one. They did the special and they did the series 4, and then that's basically all. It's basically
which
done.
I'm happy with. 3
Yeah.
3 stories per season, 4 seasons, and then a special.
Well, and feature length episodes.
Feature length, yeah,
too.
they were
They're well
hour
done.
and a half
Yeah.
or something like that.
It's great.
They could have done 1 episode a year as long as it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was great.
I remember our first time viewings of that so long ago.
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
It was almost a full decade.
I think
ago.
what I had watched like the first 1 or 2 of them, and I was like, I gotta tell the guys about this. This is so fucking good. And then I was like, we all gotta watch this. Like, okay, I haven't seen it. None of you had seen it, so we sat down and watched it, and just all fell in love with it. And that was that. I watched it because everybody kept recommending it to me. It's like, why haven't you seen Sherlock yet? Why haven't you seen? You like Doctor Who? It's by a lot of the same people. And it's like, okay, fine, I'll watch Sherlock. And I watched the first one. I was like, this is so fucking good. I need to show this to the guys. But
All right, and that was it.
That was it. All right, good, excellent. Wow, a lot of stuff. Okay, Skinslip.
Oh shit! Sorry. I was looking on getting lots on eBay.
Christmas.
First things first.
Christmas
the thing no one
stuff
cares about.
arrived. Okay.
The last of the stuff I've ordered for my gift card. It wasn't these magic cards.
Okay.
It was these pink sleeves from Dragon Shield.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I got inner sleeves and outer sleeves. So now they're double. Every card is double sleeved.
Okay.
And the reason for that is it creates a barrier versus moisture.
Okay.
So the way it works is you take the in the inner sleeve, and it's like the same size of the card.
Okay.
It's on this card.
Yeah.
You put it on in upside down. Here's the opening.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
In a
yeah.
regular sleeve, you put it up right side up, and the opening of this is at the close end of this.
Yes.
And it's super tight, and you
Makes
take all the
sense.
air out of it, so then water can't touch your card.
Very good.
So I can take this to say like pizzeritas and play with people and actually experience playing Magic with people.
And eat.
And not worry
pizza
about my
while you're
fancy cards
playing.
being damaged.
Yeah. Very nice.
That was last
Oops,
of
I
the.
spilled some soda on your rare and valuable card.
You owe me You owe me $16 instead of $147. You owe me the replacement pack of sleeves, basically.
Yeah.
Next, I got. My mom found these playing cards on being advertised on Facebook, and she got my dad and me a set of these Star Wars playing cards.
Oh, nice.
They are the same like interior. These are the backs of the cards. just
Yeah.
so you know.
Hmm.
Well, not everyone would know that. So anyway, we got the Joker or the droids,
Oh, nice.
and then each ace is unique.
nice.
Each royalty is unique, which is not always how it is with these cards.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So, like,
cool.
Amidala is different, and then we've got like a different era of Star Wars here, where it's Lando, and then over here it's Obi-Wan, who's the Suicide King. Kind of fitting actually, 'cause he dies. When you strike me down, Darth.
Well,
It's
yes,
that
that's
version of
true.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, those are
sacrificed
pretty cool.
himself.
People who are long-time viewers know I collect playing cards that are like this.
Yes.
Bicycle-style playing
And
cards.
bicycle cards. Yeah, I know you like the bicycle
Yeah.
cards.
And my parents got this copy of Adam's Family.
Oh, I didn't even know that was
Yeah.
out yet. I thought that was still in
I
theaters.
didn't know either. I came home with it from the grocery store on Friday. And I was
Well,
like, oh,
shit.
sweet.
I'll have to pick that up.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
so,
funds permitting.
obviously. My parents loved it.
So
hey.
far behind on studio releases.
This is the only thing I spent money on. I shouldn't have spent money on this. This is Angel bought this last week or week before.
Mhm.
Can't remember. And then I got really stoned and was sad, and so I bought myself something. It was
Oh,
this.
that was the one. Okay.
I shouldn't have spent money on this. Not because it's a bad product. It's fine.
Yeah.
Because the original. This is just a scan of someone's original copy.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. But it's print on demand because the original version is like $100. It was the last of the Gazetteers.
Yeah. I remember.
The last of the Gazetteers released by TSR.
Yeah, I remember Angel talking about there's this print-on-demand place that he's been getting a lot of
Yep.
the old books
Drive
from,
Through
which is
RPG,
pretty cool.
Where I
Yeah.
bought this. But
Nice.
it's just really cool because while there is about 5%, 10% game information in here, the rest of it's fluff about these Native American type characters who live on an isolated.
Oh, so it's
tundra
like a
in
lot
the
of
middle
lore
the
and
desert.
stuff, eh?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a gazetteer.
Nice.
Gazetteers are about a place.
Nice.
Those are about all the clans on this plateau.
Well, that would be interesting.
Yeah. The only thing I spent money on. Next, my Amazon gift card came through
Yes.
and I picked this up. This is the only thing I can afford. I don't get Amazon gift cards for Amazon for Amazon sales. One, I don't stream enough, and two,
Yeah.
I don't post a lot of links.
Yeah.
So it takes a while. So it took a while to get. Couple months.
That I love that one. Have you read any of it yet or no?
Oh, long ass time ago. I had
Okay.
issue 5, like a physical copy in my box
Oh, okay.
somewhere.
Yeah, I had issue 4. Well, still have issue 4. It was my introduction to Green Arrow, and
Oh, nice.
and I love it. But so yeah, as soon as I saw they put out a trade of that, I had to get it because I've been wanting the set of all 9 of them for a while.
What is the issue? Oh, just found it and then I closed it. Don't you hate when
Way
you
to
try to find
go.
something and you close it just
Yeah.
as you find the thing?
Yeah, or something
So,
catches your eye briefly
this,
and then you lose
We
it.
got X Factor Examinations.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know this. I thought they put all of the Executioner song in the X-Force volume, but
Uh-huh.
nope.
Oh.
There's part 4 and 2 and 6 are in this volume.
Okay then.
So I imagine part 3 and 7, 3 and 5 are in
God.
the X-Men volumes.
So you're gonna have to be going back and forth between all these books to get the story.
Which
in the right
means
order.
I have the hardcover collector version, which means I'm not going to get rid of it.
Yeah, obviously,
Take a
'cause
read.
it keeps it all together.
Next, we got Excalibur Girls School Heck. Girls School from Heck, excuse me.
Uh-huh.
Which is volume 3.
Nice.
Then we got Cross Time Caper from Excalibur, which is volume 2.
Nice.
And this is all bought with my Christmas gift card at the
Yeah.
comic shop. It's,
All right.
Sterling Silver Comics, they do mail order. So,
That's
they're out of
cool.
Camarillo. And then this, The Sword is Drawn, which I got home, looked at my shelf, and went, oh, I have this. Well, I'm sending it off to Sean since he didn't get a copy of this.
That's the one you're sending to me. Okay.
Yeah, this is technically out of print. This one. So.
Oh well, thank you very much then.
It'll be reprinted eventually. It's volume 1.
Yeah.
We got New Mutant: Curse of the Valkyries.
Nice.
This is volume 6.
I want all the New Mutants ones.
We got New Mutant: Demon Bear Saga. This just got a reprint
Yeah.
because the New Mutants came out finally.
Yeah. Volume
it was
1.
coming out. It came out the first time when it was coming out in theaters.
Is that volume 1 or no?
Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Volume
okay.
1 is renewal.
Volume 1 is getting a reprint.
Yes, I have Volume 1 already.
Yeah. I know,
Got
but
it.
just for those who don't, like me.
Yeah. And then I got 2 volumes of Spider-Man that flank my Venom volume.
Nice.
So the volume after Assassination.
Mm-hmm.
Assassination.
Yep.
Which also has Round Robin split up. So part of Round Robin's in this. Not Round Robin. The other annual.
Which
Crossover.
which volume is that?
19.
19. Okay.
Them is 18. And
Yeah.
Kraven's Last Hunt is volume 17.
Oh, nice. That's a classic story.
17, 18, 19 pretty much comprise the majority of my childhood Spider-Man.
Nice.
Rolling into the 90s after that. And then I've smattering
That's good.
issues after that, which I don't care about. It's the 90s stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to get Ghosts of the Past, Cosmic Adventures, and Return of the Sinister Six. And that will complete all the stuff I grew up with. So.
Very nice.
That's everything. That's everything.
That's some good stuff.
Yep.
Well, this week I actually do have some pickups. It's
Yay!
a miracle,
Yay!
I know. Past couple marathons went really well this month, so I decided, you know what, fuck it. I've been miserable for the past several months because I've been poor. I'm going to treat myself a little bit and catch up on some stuff I've been wanting but haven't been able to afford. So, and some of this is from gift cards as well from Christmas. I had a Walmart gift card, and everybody's been hyping up Walmart's mail order. Yeah, order from Walmart, the website. I'm like, okay. So I thought, well, I'm going to use this gift card. It was like $25. And I thought, well, I'll get a couple of things that are cheap from the Walmart website. So at the same time, I got some other gift card stuff, which you guys have since seen, with an Amazon gift card, and there was something else, I forget. But anyway, there's a couple of gift cards. All those things arrived ages ago. I only just got the Walmart package this week. I ordered it about a fucking month ago. So, yeah, never ordering from Walmart again because that was unacceptable length of time for a Canadian mail order site. I'm sorry. Like, that was ridiculous. So, anyway, what did I get? So, from Walmart, I got Star Maidens, the complete series, which is actually a British sci-fi comedy series. The first I heard of... Fuck's sake. First I heard of this show. Move! Just trying to get the damn blowy window back over me again here. There. The first I heard of this show was in a Facebook group I always talk about called the Practical Effects Group. And they showed some stills of some of the model work from this, and I was like, Star Maids? What the hell is... I thought I'd heard of every British sci-fi show from the 70s ever made, but somehow this one slipped by me. It's from 1976. Only lasted one season of 13 half-hour episodes. This has all 13 episodes. It does kind of seem like it may be a slightly unofficial set, though, because... look at all that lovely purple there. So,
Oh, gosh.
yeah. And this was sold on Walmart's website.
Walmart, eh?
Straight from
Might be
Walmart.
Manufactured on demand,
Yeah.
perhaps?
That's what I'm thinking. It might be just a manufacturer on demand thing. But, and the other thing I got from Walmart, I've been having my eye on this one for a long time. Got Future Cop, the complete series. Now,
Oh, God, I forgot they had a series of that.
this stars Ernest Borgnine as a police officer who is partnered with basically a cop that is a robot. So you had me at sci-fi buddy cop show with Ernest Borgnine.
I just realized I have that. If you want someone to watch that with.
So this is not last very long. They did a pilot movie. They did 6 one-hour episodes. Then it got canceled, and then a little while later they did a follow-up movie, a TV movie called Cops and Robin. So this has everything. It has both movies and all 6 episodes. And there you go. And this is a Mill Creek set. and I was quite surprised to see with a disc tray. You don't see.
I literally had to look over and I have that.
You don't see that in Mill Creek sets very often. But yeah, I've never seen this. I've wanted to see this for ages because I love short-lived sci-fi shows. And Ernest Borgnine, come on. Next up, carrying on with the Hammer films.
They made fun of that show in Friends with a show called Mac and Cheese.
Okay.
That Joey was trying out for.
Cool.
He insulted the puppeteer, the robot puppet.
Okay. Anyway, carrying on with the Hammer films, the Hammer Horror Collection. I picked up The Abominable Snowman of the Himalayas, which is from 1957, stars Peter Cushing. It's one of Hammer's very first actual proper horror movies, so kind of historically significant. It's not their very first, but it's one of their early ones. It predates Horror of Dracula. Curse of Frankenstein came out the same year as this and kind of further kicked things off. But, historically notable, and I do love a good Abominable Snowman story. And also got The Mummy's Shroud, which just came out. This is the last one we needed for the 4 Hammer Mummy movies. So now all 4 of the Mummy movies that they did are available on Blu-ray. Unlike the Universal ones, there's no continuity to these. You can watch them in any order whatsoever. They're all standalone. But it's just nice to have all 4 of them. So, who's in this one? This is... Yeah, there's nobody notable in this. Oh, wait a minute. Roger Delgado. Roger Delgado is in this one.
Holy shit, the master himself.
Roger Delgado, the original master from Doctor Who. Holy shit. Well, I'm going to be watching the shit out of that.
Right after you said there's nobody notable in this.
Yeah, I was reading the list. I'm like, I don't know any of these names. And then, nope. And Roger Delgado, holy shit. So, anyway, yeah, very cool. And that's a perfect lead-in for the next thing. Speaking of Doctor Who... this one I've had my eye on for a while and wanted to get and was getting a little panicky because it's been out for a while and these have a tendency to disappear forever once they're gone. I looked in all the usual places, didn't see it, and then finally looked on Amazon.com and they had a handful left. We have Doctor Who, The Macra Terror, the Steelbook edition, which is very nice. Comes with a booklet.
Very nice.
And I'll show you the wraparound artwork. Very, very classy. So this is one of the animated, and it's 3 discs. The 3rd disc is exclusive to the Steelbook. So this is one of the animated reconstructions, where it's animated from the using the original audio from that was recorded by fans back in the day. All the episodes are missing. There's only about 4 minutes of clips that still exist. So anyway, this is this is the most recent animated reconstruction. There's 2 more coming out this year: Fury from the Deep and the Faceless Ones. I watched this as soon as it came in, and holy shit, this was good. They did such a good job on this. I'm really impressed with how they're doing with these animated reconstructions, and it's great to see these great old stories brought back to life. With the missing episodes and everything, and so we can enjoy them again in some form. And then, episodes that aren't missing, picked up the John Pertwee collection. This is Season 3 of John Pertwee's run, or Season 10 overall of the classic series. This contains 5 stories. We have The 3 Doctors, Carnival of Monsters, Frontier in Space, Planet of the Daleks, and The Green Death. There's a lot of extras on here as well. It's just great stuff. Love these sets. And sadly, we're not getting slipcovers with the North American releases anymore, actually. So just the keep cases now. Only the first 3 got slipcovers. And finally, bringing it up to date, picked up Doctor Who, Colin Baker, Season 2, which is Season 23 overall. This is almost where we are, actually, in our Doctor Who viewings. We've got a couple more stories to go, and then we'll be on this season.
Which we should get back to soon.
Yes. So this is the one where they did... This is after the 18-month hiatus, after his Colin Baker's first season, where the show came back for the epic 14-part story, Trial of a Time Lord. So, so this has all 14 parts of that, with 5.1 surround sound, isolated score tracks. It also has extended edits of all 14 episodes. They actually found the original work prints of all 14 episodes, and
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And they include them on the last 2 discs as a bonus, so you get these extended cuts of all 14 parts. It's
I want that now.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. So you basically have 28 episodes on here. You have like 2 versions of every episode from the season.
Oh god.
So-
Oh god, I'm gonna end up buying all the Doctor Who Blu-rays, aren't I?
They're so good. They're great stuff.
I don't even like this Doctor. Why do I have this?
They're beautiful quality and so many great extras. It's just amazing. Oh, I should.
They do have a lot of extras. I gotta agree with
I
that.
should also mention both of these. Is this one? Maybe not this one, but the Colin Baker set has a shit ton of raw studio footage.
My favorite thing.
Which I know you love.
I love raw studio because it's the only way to see how things are really made.
Oh, I know. They've got probably about maybe 3 or 4 hours worth of raw studio footage on there across the set.
Don't taunt me.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful. But and I've got actually even more from that season. I've got another studio tape that I found on YouTube that, funny enough, is not on that set. I guess they couldn't find it in good enough quality or whatever, but they have about another hour and a half's worth of studio footage from that season. So, yeah.
Gee, Duncan, how'd you learn that?
Well, it says, learns that the grill in the microwave makes things hot and causes burns to the fingers. Wow. That's great. You learned something new today.
Personal experience?
Grilling some crumpets and cheese in the microwave. Excellent. And that is it. That is it for my pickups. So
Yeah,
quite a
good
bit
ball.
of pretty good stuff. I mean, it's stuff that's been ordered over the past month or so. It all just kind of came in this week. So yeah, good stuff. It's nice to be caught up on the Doctor Who releases. That was one I was starting to stress about because they have a tendency to disappear suddenly, and I didn't want to miss out on any of in particular the season sets, the Blu-ray sets, because for a lifelong Whovian like me, they're just such a treat with all the additional material and stuff that I've seen before and a lot of stuff I haven't seen before. So it's great, and then of course the other stuff.
Eric.
Question. Right. Surprise birthday gift opening. Thank you. I received something else today. Just today.
If I bought Destiny on the PS3 and didn't connect it to the internet, do I get the original game, Eric?
What is it?
If I buy Destiny on PS3,
So I thought we'd open it up
connect it to the internet,
right
do I get the
now,
original game
right
with the original
here.
voice acting?
It's all required online.
Oh, really?
You
There's
have
no
to be online. No, it's a multi MMO. The
So
single player is played with other players.
no, you mean.
Oh,
Oh God. I'm just gonna clear the air first.
Yourself again.
Okay. So anyway, I received a surprise package in the mail from Amazon. I was like, oh, this must be something else that I ordered and forgot about. And I opened it up. No, it's not something that I ordered. It's something one of you guys sent me. I got a package in the mail from Amazon. Something that I don't know what it is. It has a little card.
Whoa!
It just says.
Gift wrap and
It
everything.
just says happy birthday. Because, of course, it's my birthday next month. But we're not going to wait till
I
next
hope
month.
it's something really weird.
We're going to open it up today.
I hope it's porn. Really awful.
Just
Oh! I've been wanting a bigger
Something that
dildo.
gets you banned from
Thanks.
Twitch for pulling it out of the
All
bag.
right.
It
Here we go.
immediately bangs
Here we
his
go.
giant raging cock on the
Hold
cover.
on. So there's something. Oh, it's further wrapped. Hold on.
Oh God.
From Amazon in tissue paper. What do we got here? Double wrapped.
Thank you, Amazon.
Very nice. I love how Amazon actually has the gift wrapping service. I've used that myself for Christmases and stuff. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? Let me at it. Oh my God. Look at this. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Nice.
There we go.
Very nice.
Sweet. Well, I know you guys have been wanting me to play this just to see me get incredibly frustrated. So.
They actually have a story mode where it's a lot easier to recognize.
Okay, let me see. It says keep your gift a surprise. Let me see. Does it tell me who sent it? I don't know who. I don't even know who sent it.
So what you do is play the story mode, so you can experience the story, and then go try to get the frustrating.
Oh, I see who sent it. Ah. Wow. Well, thank you very much. You know who you are. I don't know if you want me to say who you are, but I know who you are. It's said on there. But
Cool.
Thank you very much. I hope you're watching. Yes, you're watching. I can see that you're watching. Excellent. Thank you very, very much. We are all going to enjoy this immensely. This is wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can't
Oh.
wait to hear the rage.
Fantastic. I've heard this is really. I've heard nothing but good things about this. Apparently, the story is fantastic. The characterizations are fantastic. It's one of those ones where you actually care about the characters and what happens to them, and the action is intense. And yeah, so very, very cool. I'm sure we're gonna all enjoy that. Apparently, this was one of those rare cases where EA actually kept their fingers out of it to a large extent and just let the developers make a game. What a concept! And it worked. Worked very well. So we're playing Star Wars. Well, not right this second, but imminent. Maybe maybe Monday's marathon.
Oh, that'd be
Maybe
great.
Monday's marathon will slip some Star Wars in there.
Hey, don't cock tease me, you motherfucker.
We'll just slip it in. Nice and surreptitious like Star Wars souls. Yeah, we got Bounty Hunter already frustrating me. We'll add some more Star Wars frustration into the mix. Too cool. So, all right. So that is it for the pickups. Thank you once again very much for this. This is very appreciated. Gonna really enjoy that.
I don't know why I'm looking for things I can't afford.
Being enraged, yeah, I definitely blew the budget with the Blu-rays there. But it's nice to be caught up on a few collections. That just means I'll have to stream a little more aggressively.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I need
Yeah.
to stream more aggressively while I have this manic creative.
Exactly. There you
thing
go.
going on. The
Um,
depression crushes me to death again.
so movies. What movies did everybody watch this week?
Oh, yeah.
Movies.
I mean,
Before you guys get into that,
Okay.
I need to go. So
Here
We
you-
figured. Take it easy, buddy.
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna head out while you guys talk about movies.
So you garbage gamer didn't watch any movies apparently.
All right, we
no,
watched.
actually, I did not.
Okay,
Oh.
there you go.
Stoudman and I watched two movies. So we watched one of them, which I'm gonna have him talk about. It's How the West Was Won in Smile Box.
Okay.
And then we watched Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. But we'll talk about How the West Was Won. So,
Hold on. Let me just rearrange things
yeah,
a little
get the
bit
GIF off
here.
our faces.
Yeah. Well, I'll switch. I'll put one whoever's talking full screen just so it's not three stupid derpy things. Okay, who's gonna talk first?
Stoudman is about How the West Was Won.
Okay, Stoudman. How the West Was Won in Smilebox. I have that one too. I have seen it.
How the West Was Won is a movie about how the West was won.
Wow. I didn't know
Oh.
we were getting high
Giving-
school.
Wow.
I'm giving my first grader book report here.
Uh-huh.
I watched the movie.
I
instead
like
of reading
this
the book.
movie a lot. You should see it.
It was very good. I only fell asleep twice.
What to say about it though?
Mhm.
To me, it's not like one of my favorite westerns. I've already seen it once before.
Yep.
But I do like it. It's like
Yeah.
one of those that feels like it's quintessential, but it's like at the same time it's more of a western that follows, for the most part, the same tropes as the original classic westerns, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they have a lot of people, or a couple directors on there like John Ford,
Yeah.
who worked on it, you know?
Mhm.
So, it's very much one of those traditional westerns, Me, I'm more of a. I like the revisionist western.
Yeah,
I
the
like
spaghetti westerns,
this, yeah.
the grittier
Uh,
stuff.
60s and later
Western.
westerns.
Yeah,
But yes,
60s and 70s.
even I can appreciate it for what it is, and I like
Yeah.
the graphics. The
Great
transfer-
graphics.
The transfer is phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's just freaking
So it's filmed in
beautiful.
what is essentially, it's called Cinerama. It's 3 70mm cameras.
yeah. What it is it's 3 4x3 images essentially next to each
Yep.
other. So it's like super widescreen.
The camera's so big with the lens,
Yeah.
it's so wide you can't actually get close-ups. And when you see the closest shot, it's from a waist up,
Yeah.
and that camera is 18 inches from the person.
Yeah. So you see, like, one thing I noticed when I watched it is, and largely due to that technical problem they talk about in the extras, is anytime a character was speaking, they'd kind of be, like, just dead center. And then you'd see other things going on in the background around them, but they tended to just focus right in, so, like, the main character would be in the center all the time. So you'd have that center of attention.
And yes,
But
it's a big wide angle, so you get to see, you're looking at two people talking, and there's like, you can see the general store to the left and right of you. Like,
Yeah.
it feels like, when you're there, it feels like you're in the general store watching people talk.
yeah,
There are no insert shots, because there's no cutaways. It's just like,
yeah.
you'll see a guy who's literally all the way to the left here talking to the character who's in dead center.
Yeah.
Oh, you think that'd be wise, huh? Blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah.
no joke.
Yeah.
And so it's a bit of a slow movie to get through. I'm honestly probably never gonna watch it again. I thought it was good. I thought it was great, but I don't know if it has rewatch value. I need to
think
watch
it
the
does.
special features first.
I think it does. And also, the thing is, we should also mention about Cinerama, is Cinerama in theaters was actually shown on a huge curved screen. So
Yes.
the correct way to watch that in home format is what they call Smile Box, where it actually creates that curved screen effect and corrects the sort of proportions of everybody and everything on screen to match what you would see on a Cinerama screen. Like if you watch it in just a straight sort of scrunch down to regular widescreen, you'll notice things feel kind of tapered on the sides. Like it looks strange. Like the proportions are strange.
I'm pretty sure, didn't they, in the release?
Well, for the Smile Box release, well, they might have corrected it a little bit for the widescreen. I don't know. I haven't watched the widescreen.
I'm never gonna watch the widescreen.
I only watch the Smile Box for Cinerama stuff. So,
Yeah.
because to me that's
That
the
says John Wayne plays John Wayne. This is very true.
it's the optimal way
very true.
to play it, but or to watch it. But yeah, when I saw it, I thought much as you said there, Stout. It felt like very typical Western story to me. Like there didn't seem to be much that was really kind of special or unique about it. I mean, to be fair, it was I think the first time. Like previously, Cinerama films had been much like what IMAX films often are now, where it was just all about the
It's actually
spectacle.
the opening. The opening to the film is literally taken from one of those films.
Actually, taken from another Cinerama film.
Oh, is it? Yeah. So
It's an
a lot.
outtake from Cinerama Adventures.
So a lot of the early Cinerama films were not narrative; they were basically just sort of travelogues and all about
They're
the spectacle
documentaries.
and stuff like that, and just to create an experience. So this was the first time that they'd actually tried to do a dramatic film with a narrative structure in the Cinerama format. So it was
works.
it works
It's a Cinerama-
fine,
yeah,
but
it works.
but in terms of like what Skinslip was saying there, in terms of like there being no cutaways and cameras tend to be stationary a lot of the time, it has a strange kind of feeling to it to what you're normally accustomed to seeing in a film, especially something that's normally fairly fast paced and dynamic like a Western. It's filmed very differently from what you may be accustomed to, but it's a very good looking film. I mean, like in terms of like also what Skinslip was saying, it's just kind of about putting you in that world rather than being a movie per se. So there is a story, there are characters, you are following a narrative, but at the same time, it's kind of just putting you in these moments. to experience it. So as you're, characters are talking, as we were saying, you can look around and see scenery and just kind of take, and there's stuff happening all over the place. So they really make it like this living, breathing Western world that you can just kind of take in. So
I do stand corrected. I stand corrected. This is Cinerama, not from Cinerama Adventure, which is a different.
This is Cinerama. Yeah, that was like one of their big. I think that was their first big one, actually.
The flyover outtake at the beginning, or in the beginning and the end of the movie, are outtakes from that.
Yeah.
So and then they had 2 non-Cinerama stock footage uses, which is really evident because it's like this background blurriness during the war sequence.
Yeah.
Because they used some stuff from the Alamo from 1960 as a background setting for.
Did you just walk in, Brinsley, in the middle of the conversation? We're talking about how the West was won.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, that was good. I haven't seen that for a long time, but it stuck with me. Like I remember a fair amount about it. I remember Jimmy Stewart's in it, and
oh, he's a great character.
Yeah.
What's interesting is Jimmy Stewart was going to play that infamous part. You're like, really? That was Jimmy Stewart? But I guess John Ford refused to let him play that version of himself, and so they had a stand-in, and so it looks nothing like Jimmy Stewart when they reveal his fate.
That's interesting.
And like, okay.
Yeah.
We both went, that wasn't Jimmy Stewart. Like, what the fuck? But no, it wasn't even the actor. You thought maybe it was like a vanity thing, but no, it's the director.
So yeah, How the West Was Won. I got the. Did you guys get the regular book or the digibook?
I had the digibook.
You had the digibook.
I got the digibook. Yeah.
You both got the regular version and the digibook.
I can get it right now, actually.
Yeah.
Mine is my outgoing.
I also have the digibook because it has both.
I do plan to get rid of it. I'll probably trade it to somebody for a different digibook.
It has both versions, the letterbox and the smile box.
Alright, the other movie we watched was Leatherface, a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because we like to do weird double bills.
Okay, that's an interesting
and so,
double bill.
I was about to show the digital.
Okay,
there you go. Very nice. It has the book in the middle, I think,
Very
right?
nice.
Yeah.
This has the
Yep.
this is the widescreen version here. Mm-hmm. At the back, they've got the
which is when you find
smile box.
Smile box.
Yeah.
It's
it should only be available in that version and like one other version that specifies that it has it.
Yeah, most Cinerama, there's been a lot of Cinerama stuff put out on Blu-ray in recent years, and most of it is available in Smile Box. It's sort of the standard
only in
format.
the first pressing, a lot of those things, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
I found
annoying.
out there are limited pressings for most of those.
Well, that's
Smile Box is
annoying.
only available in the first pressing.
Yeah.
That's a little annoying. I wanted all those, too.
Yeah, same here. I'd love to have all of those.
So, yeah, we watched Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, which is a great departure from the first 2 films, if you've seen them. First one is a proto-slasher film, right?
Yeah.
The second one is a black comedy. Not even a slasher film, just a black comedy horror film.
I still need to see that one. I have it. I haven't watched it
You
yet.
haven't seen the second one?
No, I've owned it forever, but I still haven't watched it.
We need to sit down and watch that.
Yeah, we all need to
soon.
sit down and watch that. Yeah.
You need to see that soon. Good.
Yeah.
You'll want to talk about it for Halloween.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
Leatherface.
Well, you
3,
know you'll love it, though.
Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 is a more straightforward slasher film.
Okay.
Ken Foree and Kate Hodge get run away from
Ken
Ari
Foree.
Milhoff.
There's no
Ari
more
Milhoff
Ruben Hill.
playing Leatherface. I actually have an autograph by Ari Milhoff, excuse me.
Nice.
Mihalhoff, excuse me, gotta say his name right. But like Leatherface is just like kind of like a standard slasher villain in this one.
Yeah.
It's really not a great film. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen's in it. Joe Unger has a great fucking part.
Crazy.
Joe Unger's great.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline Williams.
Tons of great character actors.
Caroline Williams is in it. From number 2. I think it's a 4 out of 5 stars because I love the movie, but the soundtrack's amazing.
Yeah.
Stab, what did you think of the movie? What are your thoughts?
I thought it was a 3 out of 5. You were telling me this whole time that a lot of people hate that movie. Or
Yep.
they don't like it as much. And I was like, why? This is fun. I mean, even if it's not technically brilliant or anything, it's just like, it's so much fun. the story is so much fun, and the characters are so much fun, and there are so many lines in it that honestly to me felt very memorable. So like, I felt like this is totally fits in
Now,
with the
you have to
Texas
understand,
Chainsaw Massacre.
90% of people who've seen it have seen the VHS or the TV version, which were edited. The VHS
Yeah,
is 81
and
minutes.
another thing, there are some very dark scenes in it. So if you're not watching the Blu-ray, it's like there are times that you're not going to be able to tell what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
The unrated cut, which is available for the first time now on Blu-ray, it was longer. So you've seen for the first time, your first viewing of the film was in a pristine, like, director's cut, or the director's version. Not even the director's cut, because the director's cut's like 97 minutes or something like that. I've got that too. That's a work print. Can't even see what the fuck's happening in that one. But yeah, oh, I found the budget's only $2 million. Holy shit.
Wow, that's actually really impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, there's some really neat things in the movie. I think if you're a fan of the first movie, you might be turned off from it. If you're a hardcore fan of like the hillbilly slasher genre, you're gonna probably love it because it's just more of that stuff, good stuff.
Excellent.
I really like it. By Jeff Burr, he directed From a Monster to the Scream, which is one of my favorite horror anthologies.
You know what it felt like to me? Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
it felt like a Rob Zombie movie. It felt almost, yeah.
Yep.
I
Just
wonder if that was kind of part of an
offbeat.
inspiration for him, yeah.
Oh, it might
Jeff
have been.
Burr also did
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead 2. Forget about that.
Well, the characters in it in particular remind me of characters in a Rob Zombie movie. It's like
Pumpkinhead 2.
they're over the top.
Okay.
In a lot of ways.
The character, Ken Forey's character in Devil's Rejects is based on his character partially from Leatherface. So that's why you're like,
Okay.
oh, it feels like Rob Zombie. Like that's because Rob Zombie referenced that movie partially. It's reference to another character.
I thought that might be what was going on. Yeah.
Okay. What else did you watch?
As I say, and I watched 4 other movies.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday. At a movie marathon, I watched Hired to Kill,
Mm-hmm.
starring the awesome Brian Thompson.
Love Brian Thompson.
Is the Hired to Kill is hilarious. It's awesome. Not intentionally hilarious. It's hilarious because it's super cheesy action. It's got Oliver Reed in a really fake mustache. It's got George Kennedy kind of being a backstabby shithead.
Mm-hmm.
Got Jose Ferreira in an early early role, just chewing up the scenery for his scene. But Brian Thompson is so entertaining in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with him as an actor. He's now one of my favorite character actors.
Now, had you not seen him in much before? He seemed to be
I've seen him
kind
in a
of.
bunch of random things. of
Okay,
course.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
He's a character actor. But
Well, yeah,
this
because
is
he's
his
been in
starring
everything.
role.
He's been in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a starring role. So
Yeah, it's
big.
rare to see him in a starring role.
Yeah, he doesn't star in a lot. He's usually the bad guy in a lot of things.
Yes, he does a lot of villains.
Yes, he's great. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Character actor. He's
Oh yeah.
goofy, fun, chews up the scenery.
Yep.
He's got in one scene he's like firing a gun and his peck is flexing and it was like so. I was laughing so hard. His peck is jiggling away.
Yeah.
I was like do and the peck's like do. I was like just giggling. And just...
Okay.
Next we watched 1993 Russian film called Red Mob, which is an independent film made right after the fall of the Soviet Union.
Okay.
Using real military shit, where they blew up a bunch of shit. They shot live rounds. They totally didn't have stuntmen to do lots of crazy, fucked up stunts. It is wild, and it's a bit long in the tooth. To be fair, it's about 20 minutes too long.
Okay.
Next, we watched Santo and the Blue Demon versus Dracula and the Wolfman. This is probably the most famous Santo film. It's the
Okay.
one with the famous bat scene, famous like them playing chess. You've seen the gifts. You've seen all the gifts. It's like it's the most gift one of the films.
Okay.
It's been in Mystery Science Theater or Rift Tracks. I can't remember which. I really enjoy these movies. They're pure cheese. Santo and Blue Demons run around karate chopping and suplexing monsters. It's awesome. You're not in it for anything more than some fun.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we capped off this marathon with Miracle Mile.
Yes.
Which, boy, oh boy, I didn't expect Brian Thompson to show up in the last.
Yeah, right.
Of the movie. We're watching the movie, and we're really loving the movie. Me and my buddy Alec.
It's funny, just to interject quickly, when I saw you show your list of movies for that marathon, I noticed that you had that one the action one I'd never heard of, but as soon as I saw Brian Thompson was in it, it was like, oh. And then Miracle Mile was at the last one you were gonna watch. I was like, they're having kind of a little Brian Thompson marathon. I wonder if they're even aware of that.
No, we were not. In fact, when he shows up in Miracle Mile, me and Al was like, "Oh my God!
Yeah,
Brian Thompson!"
I was watching the stream at that moment.
I think I made a highlight. I need to check. I think I hit the highlight button for that.
Yeah. And you both lost your shit. It was great.
And a piece of synchronicity happens. He plays a homosexual, a gay man, fitness instructor / helicopter pilot, Miracle Mile.
Yes.
Okay. He plays a mercenary pretending to be a gay fashion photographer in Hired to Kill, with a bunch of female mercenaries playing fashion models. But Hired to Kill really feels like an Andy Sedaris film. Have you ever seen an Andy Sedaris film? Hard Ticket to Hawaii?
So.
Anything like that? Like. Oh,
I recognize the name, but I don't know if I've seen any of his movies.
Movie Gangbang. It's gonna happen. Hired to Kill is gonna be on Movie Gangbang. It was fucking enjoyable. But it really feels like an Andy Sedaris film.
Okay.
It really did. It felt good. So those were the movies I watched this week. Watched quite a bit.
So sorry, I cut you off there. Was there anything else you wanted to say about Miracle Mile, or?
It was good. It
okay.
was my favorite movie of the marathon.
I wasn't sure if I'd interrupted a thought there. Sorry.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
It's really good, and I won't want to spoil it. It's
no, obviously.
Like if you've seen From Dusk Till Dawn, and you don't want that spoiled.
I bit my tongue a lot. It was funny because I had just seen it a couple weeks ago for myself for the first time as well. This Hidden World has sent me the Blu-ray like probably a couple of years ago now. It's just been sitting on my shelf, and so when I saw that they were going to watch it, I wanted to tune in for that part and just see if see some of their reactions. I ended up watching like about an hour's worth of your guys' reactions to it, just sitting there.
Nice.
Yeah, I watched most of it. I think I came in about when you were maybe 17 minutes into the movie. I was like, "Oh, this is perfect."
You just sync the movie up.
And then I might as well. But I was gonna say, like, because it was still so fresh in my mind, and because it made such an impression on me, like a lot of it stuck with me afterwards, and I'm sure will forever now.
It went to my canon of Skinslip, my favorite movies.
Yeah, and but just from their reactions and things they were saying, I knew exactly what part they were at in the movie and was like literally replaying it in my head. It's like, oh, they're at this part. Oh, they're at this part. Oh, this part's coming up. I wonder what their reaction will be. Like, it all came flooding back to me as if I was watching the movie again. Like, it was that fresh. And so it was a lot of fun just kind of seeing their reactions as they go.
I think we should do a movie. We should do a live reaction with that one. I think we should do a live viewing of that movie. I really do.
Of Miracle Mile?
Miracle Mile.
Yeah. It was a good one. It was.
Year,
there was a lot of recognizable character actors in it too. Like I recognized a lot of, especially like there's the diner. There's a lot of recognizable actors in the diner, and
the guy, the cook who got the paranoid cook who refuses to stop driving for anybody.
Oh, he was in RoboCop. He was the police chief in RoboCop.
Yeah.
And he's like running the diner in this one. It was great, and you had like Tasha Yar in it, and
I lied.
You know,
I love it.
You had the asshole psychiatrist from the Terminator movies as a drunk at the table, and
oh man,
talking to the cross-dressing guy, and they were like arguing about something, but there was a lot of
they were calling him Roger, but I don't know. I think that was just an early trans person that they don't know how to handle.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It could be a trans,
I think if you watch the extras, I think they just refer to him as a cross-dressing man. But, whatever. Anyway.
Good God, Miracle Mile was so worth it.
It was
and by
great,
the way,
yeah.
For anyone who's curious, I use a timer so you can sync up with me, and I will be uploading those to YouTube.
With mine.
I forgot to do that. I'm going to do that
now. But yeah, that was good stuff. Was that it for your movies, your guys' movies this week? Okay.
Stoudman, did you watch anything else? Stoudman?
Nope.
Stoud.
Okay.
Stoud. All right. I'll go back to the 3, I guess. So for me, I watched a bunch of stuff this week because I was working on writing an article, basically, for Bloody Disgusting. And, without giving the topic away, I'll just say it's Dracula-related. And it's not a review of the new Dracula, in case you're wondering, the miniseries. However, I did watch that. I did watch the Dracula miniseries this week because, I wanted to see it and see what it was. It's the new one, the new 3-part one, written by Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss, and creators of Sherlock, which we were just talking about earlier tonight. So it's structured much like Sherlock, and it's 3 90-minute parts, so it's like 4.5 hours long. So I watched it over the course of a couple of days, and it's different. I'll put it that way. Like I appreciate what they were doing and what they were kind of going for, and that they were kind of taking a lot of the standard tropes and expectations of Dracula and turning things on their head a little bit. Just kind of deconstructing it and going in some different directions. So it's a bit of a mixed bag for me. I enjoyed aspects of it. Other things I don't feel worked so well. I won't go into too much detail. I don't want to spoil anything, but just kind of make up your own mind. Overall, I enjoyed it. I thought a lot of the cast was very likable. I really liked, actually, the gender-swapped Van Helsing. I thought the actress who played Van Helsing was excellent. Really good. Like a very good match for Dracula. I thought the actor playing Dracula was really good as well. Very good-looking guy, very suave. And they had some interesting ideas in it, like, for example, how when Dracula drinks someone's blood, he also takes some of their mental essence as well. So, for example, it's by drinking Jonathan Harker's blood that he's able to learn English. It's one of the reasons he wants Harker to stick around, so he can continue to feed off him and improve his English by literally absorbing it from Harker. And we see examples of this throughout, where he'll feed off somebody and learn this, feed off somebody else and learn that. So he, gains more than just nourishment from them. He gains, knowledge and stuff as well, which I thought was an interesting idea, especially for the final episode, which takes place in modern day. So it kind of allows Dracula to acclimatize very quickly to the modern world by feeding on people who live in the modern world. And he just kind of, takes it in stride. And he also talks about how, I've been around for 500 years. I understand that the world changes. It's just been a while for me, so there's been a lot of changes since I was last in the world. So, but yeah, there was some interesting ideas. I enjoyed it overall. I don't know that it's one I'm going to sort of rewatch again and again. It's not one I'm inclined to sort of revisit anytime soon. It didn't, immediately grab me like some other Dracula versions have in the past. I still say one of my all-time favorites is the 1977 BBC miniseries, which is pretty much a straight-up adaptation of the book, but with just such a great cast and just so immediately endearing that I've rewatched that one 4 times. And I will rewatch it many more times. It's great. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking out the new one. It's worth a look. And, especially if you're familiar with the classic story, it does take some of the familiar ideas and kind of flip them around a little bit. And then, as some of these were part of what I was working on in my article, others were just ones I wanted to rewatch or watch for the first time for pleasure. Surprise, surprise, another Dracula. I watched the Frank Langella one again, but this time I watched the Technicolor version, which I'd never seen before. So the original theatrical Technicolor version. And I gotta say, I think that's going to be my preferred version from now on, to tell you the truth. Because I thought it looked really good. And I thought that...
Lush.
Well, in particular, being Technicolor, it has the look and feel of one of those older movies, like from the... I know John Badham was going more for a 30s and 40s kind of feel, but I feel with the Technicolor, it has like a, 50s and 60s kind of feel, and both kind of feels are good. And I love, actually, on the Blu-ray, John Badham has an introduction where he talks about the two different versions. and he very diplomatically says to the viewer, watch both versions and decide for yourself which one you prefer.
Exactly.
I thought that was very, very diplomatic of him to say it like that, because
I respect him and his vision, and I respect his version.
Yeah.
I prefer the color version.
But I like that even even though the desaturated version is his preferred version, he doesn't beat you over the head with that. He basically just says, watch both of them, see which one you prefer. You know,
I grew up with his,
which is great.
In fact, my introduction and only watching of it for 20 years was the black and white version.
Yeah.
The
Well,
black
that's
and
all
white
that was
version.
available.
Yeah.
That's all that's
And
been
I had no
available on
problem
home
with it. I
video
loved it.
for
I
a long
probably watched
time.
it 30-something times in that way. But
That's
I'll
how
probably
I've
never
seen
watch
it
like
too.
that again.
That's how I've seen it
I don't
too.
need to.
But yeah, I mean, this one's really good. It's not perfect. There are some minor, I think, pacing issues with it, but overall, it's quite good. Huh?
The color print is of significantly lower visual quality than the black and white one from a different source.
It varies. I found some shots looked really good, other shots looked soft.
Some of them look really just outright blurry.
Yeah, it's inconsistent. I
assume it's from multiple sources.
I think it's just a matter of the available source material. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, it's worth it, obviously, for Frank Langella, who is just absolutely captivating and flat out mesmerizing as Dracula. He's just got such an amazing screen presence. The rest of the cast is wonderful as well. Sir Laurence Olivier plays a very capable, almost more kind of old world Van Helsing, which is great. He is not so much a physical match for Dracula as some other Van Helsings have been in the past, such as the Jack Palance one, where we had Nigel Davenport, who was a very large man, much like Jack Palance, and felt like he could physically take him on as well as mentally take him on. So Laurence Olivier is not so much that. He's more of an old man, and he was actually in kind of ill health at the time that they did the film. He, wasn't on his deathbed or anything, but he was just not 100% at the time. So his Van Helsing comes across as almost a little bit frail as a result. However, he's very smart and very much an intellectual match for Dracula, and comes across that way. Sylvester McCoy, Doctor Who number 7, has quite a lot of screen time in this as the assistant to Dr. Seward. Dr. Seward is played by Donald Pleasance, who's always a delight. Yeah, but it's quite good. And again, this is kind of it takes a couple liberties with the story. For whatever reason, Lucy and Mina are name swapped. So Lucy is Mina and Mina is Lucy.
That's weird.
No idea why. And funny enough, the other Dracula movie from 1979, Nosferatu the Vampire, also name swapped Lucy and Mina. No idea why. Just like a thing for the Dracula movies that year. They got to be name swapped.
Weird.
Also, what is it? Mina is Van Helsing's daughter in this. Lucy is Seward's daughter in this, which is a very different spin because in the book, Seward was one of Lucy's suitors. So in this one, they've changed some of the relationship dynamics, which I think was interesting because it actually makes it almost like the two, like Dr. Seward and Dr. Van Helsing, have more at stake now because it's their children that are in danger. So it puts another sort of angle on things that the other versions don't have. So I liked that. It was good. It was good. So anyway, it was good to see that one again. I hadn't seen that one for a while. What else did I rewatch? Oh yeah, I also rewatched Count Dracula from 1970. So I hadn't seen it for a while, so it's just kind of a nice treat. If you want to hear all my thoughts on that, you can watch my review. My thoughts really haven't changed much. I really enjoy that one. It's really good. And I think it's actually one of Christopher Lee's best performances as Dracula. In fact, Christopher Lee himself said it was the one he felt was his best performance as Dracula. So after watching Count Dracula, I thought it was about time I filled in a significant gap in my movie-watching experience, and I finally started watching the Hammer Films Dracula movies, starting with The Horror of Dracula from 1958, which is more or less a straight-up adaptation of the Bram Stoker story with a few twists along the way. Christopher Lee is, of course, fantastic in it. Peter Cushing, I didn't realize how much of an action man he is in the early movies. Like, he just, like, he's, like, just running across tables and leaping up walls and jumping around. And, you know,
Really?
him and Christopher Lee are just, like, basically just tumbling around and wrestling on the floor. Like, it is really action-y. I always pictured the Peter Cushing more as the intellectual match, but no, he gets in there and gets into some fisticuffs with the Count too, which is pretty good. And then from the Hammer Horror 8 film collection, watched Brides of Dracula, which brings Van Helsing back, but of course Dracula is dispatched at the end of Horror of Dracula and has not yet returned. This is all in continuity. Like, there's actually a continuity to these, which I think is wonderful. It plays out like it's a series, like a TV series. So Brides of Dracula features a different Count, and what I gather from what Van Helsing says when he shows up on the scene to deal with things is that it's part of the vampire curse, where this goes by the whole mythology of when a vampire bites somebody, they eventually rise and become a vampire themselves. So it's kind of turning everybody slowly into vampires. So I gather what the idea here is that this is someone that Dracula turned at some point and was imprisoned, and then now is creating his own vampires from that. So Van Helsing comes to put a stop to it. And that's quite good. And then finally I watched this one. So I've watched the first third of the Dracula cycle. Dracula, Prince of Darkness, in which the Count is brought back to life by his assistant. His assistant was played by, what was the actor's name? Was Philip Latham. Philip Latham, who played President Borussia in The Five Doctors. So in this one, he plays Dracula's loyal servant, who basically lures some hapless travelers to the castle and kills one of them to use their blood to resurrect his lord and master Dracula. And it starts, actually, with a recap of the final battle with Dracula at the end of Horror of Dracula, just to kind of give the viewers a refresher. And then it gets into how he's brought back and what the whole sequence of events is. Interesting to note, though, in Prince of Darkness, Christopher Lee does not have one single line of dialogue. He actually plays the entire thing mute. Can you imagine Christopher Lee not using that wonderful, luscious voice? But a couple of reasons for that, couple of stories. One is that Christopher Lee himself felt the lines that he was given were ridiculous and he refused to say them, so he chose to play it mute. The other story is that there simply wasn't any dialogue for him. It was written as a mute character. Maybe the idea being that having been freshly resurrected, he hadn't regained the ability to speak yet. I don't know. We'll probably never know. It's all up to speculation. So anyway, overall, I have to say, really enjoying the Hammer films so far. They are so goddamn good. Wonderful performances, wonderful scenery. Like, people kind of diss Brides of Dracula a little bit because Christopher Lee isn't in it, but it's actually a really fucking good movie, and you absolutely need to watch that as part of the cycle when you're watching the Hammer films. So yeah. Anyway, at this point, I'm just kind of watching them for enjoyment and giving you my little mini reviews on SNI here. At some point, I'll do a rewatch and then do proper reviews for a Halloween series at some point. But for now, I basically figured, well, I've got a good chunk of them. I might as well start watching them because I've never seen them before. So it's a long time to... long past time to fill that gap. I have to say, also, I was quite surprised by just how bloody these actually are. Like, Horror of Dracula in particular, right from the opening titles, it, like, zooms in on Dracula's coffin, where you see his nameplate on the side of the coffin, and then there's blood just being dripped all over it. Like, right from the moment go, it's like Hammer's like, this one's gonna have blood in it, and lots of it. And what is it? And there's a scene in the third one where I don't know if I should describe it or just let you be surprised. But there's a scene in the third one that's extremely bloody, and I'm surprised that they got away with it in 1960, whatever it was. 66? 66, yeah. Well, I guess we're, getting close to the 70s, so. But, yeah, Hammer really did not mess around. Like, they went straight for the gusto. It's like, yep, our Dracula movies are going to be in color. The vampires are going to have fangs. And there's going to be blood. So much blood. And the blood is red. So, yeah. Good stuff. And there you go. Are you sucked into eBay now, Skinslip? Is that what's going on?
No.
No? Okay.
Typing something up.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still stuck on eBay.
No, I abandoned EA because I can't afford it.
Oh, I know. It's just depressing. I understand completely. Yeah. So that's it. That was my
I look forward to finally seeing those eventually when I can afford to buy them all.
So I watched a shit ton of Dracula movies this week.
I'm jealous.
And I'm probably going to watch more because I'm really enjoying them. I'd like to watch the other 6 Hammer ones. Of which I think only the next 3 are part of that same continuity, and then they kind of go off in their... well, I don't know. We'll find out. I think the last couple you can say are part of the same continuity, unless there's something that directly conflicts. I don't know. I thought you had a bunch of them. You have some of them, don't you?
I have some of them. I don't have all of them.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any of the Scream Factory ones.
Oh, okay.
I have only the Warner Archive ones.
Oh, the Warner ones, yeah. Yeah, Scream Factory's been filling a lot of Hammer gaps, and there's more coming. A little later this year, we're getting Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter, which has been like a holy grail of Hammer films for a very long time. So definitely going to grab that one. I know we're getting the collector's edition of Curse of the Werewolf. Not a big rush on that because I have it in the Universal set. What the hell else is coming out? I took a look at their list of films, actually. I was just taking a look at sort of their strict horror stuff. Horror and crime, like murder mystery ones. And there's only about 15 left that are either coming out soon or we're waiting on a release. So there's not that many, remaining for the, the complete horror collection.
I really want to get, what's it called? Called the Ripper.
Hands of the Ripper? Yeah, I have that one. Those
that one that's a proto slasher that I really
Synapse,
want.
I think, put that one out. Synapse put 3 or 4
No, it's
of
not
them
Hands
out.
of the Ripper. It's a Night Stalker or something. It's the one with it's Scream Factory just released it. So there's a pane of glass up to a lady's face or some shit. You have it, I'm pretty sure.
Do I? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let me see. I think
you have it.
I might know the one you're talking about. Hold on. There's a few that are similar to that. I have this one, Fear in the Night.
That's the one I'm thinking of, Fear in the Night.
Yeah. This one also has Peter Cushing in it. Yeah.
But that's a proto slasher. I want to get that.
They have a bunch of proto slashers actually, which is what I kind of lumped them in with the horror stuff basically. But there's a bunch of them that I want to get that are along the same lines.
When my shelves go into genre mode, it's like I have proto slashers followed by slashers.
Yeah.
I have 10 or 12 proto slashers. I really like them.
I really like proto slashers too. Actually, like when I got that Alice Sweet Alice set.
Yeah, that's another one I need to get.
I watched that the second it came in. I couldn't wait. I was just like, I have to see this again. It's been so long, and it's really good. Yeah, it's really good.
I'm tired.
Well, I don't even know how long the show's been going because we kind of
4 hours.
We piggybacked on the end of the other stream, but alrighty. Well, I guess we'll call it a night here, folks. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Covered a lot of stuff
Maybe we
tonight.
could do the movie club stuff as a separate stream.
Huh?
Maybe we should do the movie club stuff as a separate.
Well,
series.
it does seem to be exponentially increasing the length of the show.
Yes. Precisely my point.
Yeah. All right, we'll figure that out, and maybe we'll just set a day, maybe like Wednesday or something, where it's usually kind of a dead day for.
Stoudman's availability.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I mean a day where it's usually kind of dead. Otherwise, stream-wise, maybe we can slot that in just to kind of have something a little different to do. Give us a little break.
Yeah, man.
I mean, just
I'm down with that.
talk about movies for an hour or a couple hours, probably a couple hours.
An hour and a half minimum, usually.
Then we can babble longer and go into more detail. And
I think we've abandoned the geeky moniker, at large. It's impossible to Google search, so
yeah,
Yes.
no.
Let me put it this way. Another company has already gone and bought the fucking rights to the fucking website. It's gone. It's gone, guys.
Oh, really?
It's not coming
Yeah.
back.
so I should
Never
change
coming
that
back.
then.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I changed the Discord to Discmaniacs. Like, I don't know, this is a pretty cool name for now.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about that. I was telling you about, what was it? It was Danny DeVito's intro for the War of the Roses Laserdisc.
Yes.
And he was referring to the viewers as disc maniacs because it was only on the Laserdisc.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's a great name.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
use that.
Yeah, because
Maybe that should be the name of our movie review.
Danny DeVito was a huge Laserdisc fan. So
We're all Discmaniacs.
we're all disc maniacs. It's like, all right, you disc maniacs, in his Danny DeVito way, you know.
Yes, I love Danny DeVito. He loves horror movies.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, actually, if you look at the movies he's directed, almost all of them are like dark humor, murder, and like you just have this darkness to them, and I love it.
Danny DeVito is wonderful.
I wish he would direct more. He hasn't directed anything for so long.
I wish.
Yeah,
Wish a lot of things.
yeah, I know. We love Danny DeVito. Anyway, have yourselves a good night, everybody. I'm not gonna stream after. I'm gonna just chill. I've been up for a long time today. It's been a long day. So, I will see you all tomorrow. Probably, Rosie and I will probably stream a little bit. Maybe do some daddy-daughter duos in Fortnite. And then I'll do some more after dropping her off at her mom's.
I will likely stream until Justin's ready to watch movies. And then I'm going to bail in and everyone to watch movies with Justin. My Sunday ritual.
There you go. And remember, everybody, gaming marathon on Monday. Bring your bits, bring your donos. Let's make it a big one. Let's make it last and last and last until I'm falling asleep on my keyboard and struggling to remain conscious and ridiculously loopy because you forced me to stay awake so long.
Make him beg for mercy.
Make me beg to be allowed to sleep. Meanwhile, I'll just keep playing games badly for hours and hours and hours for your enjoyment. And we'll talk about, just random bullshit along the way, too. Alrighty. It'll be a little earlier, too. Last week was really late, and it was the wrong day because of reasons. So this week will be the correct day and the correct time. So around 3 p.m. Pacific. So should be good. Well, you can probably see some of it, JL. I mean, you don't have to stay up for the whole thing. I don't expect anybody to be as insane as me and stay up for the whole thing. Just, watch a little bit of it, and then, take off when you gotta take off, and then come back when you can come back. All right. Have yourselves a great day or night, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, and sayonara.
Bye.
Oh, wait a second. Hold it.
Wait.
I forgot.
Wait.
I knew there was something else I wanted to mention. Movies.
God.
Last week on Sunday, before sending her back to her mom's, Rosie and I watched Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
She'd never seen it before. Rosie is fast becoming a John Carpenter fan. Whenever she sees his name in the credits, she gets really excited because she knows she's in for something special. She has so far enjoyed every single John Carpenter movie she's watched, and yeah, so there you go. She's seen The Thing. Escape from New York, Halloween, Halloween 2, and Big Trouble in Little China. So next up, I'll probably show her They Live and Starman, because those are wonderful.
I love Starman.
Me too. It's good. All right. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys the news that Rosie loves John Carpenter. Oh, and she's also became instantly a High Lung fan. When I showed her the Hellblade 2 trailer, when I sent her the link to the song, I talked to her later in the evening. She says, "Daddy, I listened to that High Lung song like 4 times in a row." Like,
I fucking fall asleep to High Lung all
it's
the
so
goddamn
good.
time.
It's
I
so
love them
good.
So much. Well, I love that you guys are like falling in love with this band that I've been in love with for like a while.
Well, we just didn't know about them, so.
I post about them all the time. You
like,
can never read my posts.
To be fair, you post like thousands of things in the music section all the time. I never have any. I can't possibly listen to all those things.
I listen to it all. You can listen to
You're
it
just
all.
not trying hard enough.
Yeah, no. Multitask.
Good. Anyway, thanks for trying.
Put all the links at once.
All of them.
That's how you do it.
That's right.
Here's
Here's all of them.
My favorite thing about the Stream Deck soundboard is I can literally press all the fucking sound effects or all the music cues at once.
It's like
awful.
just cacophony
Yes.
of noise. I love it.
It's beautiful.
I want to do that. Someone buy me a sound deck or a stream deck.
Someone buy me a sound deck.
Stream deck.
Or an Stream Deck.
Stream Deck XLL or whatever it is. All the buttons. Anyway, have yourselves a great night. See you next time. Sayonara.
Bye, everybody.
Eh. 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 Eh.